these on. That'll be part of my show and tell.
Okay.
Lasagna at 10?
Yeah.
But here we go at
Maybe it's
3,
for tomorrow.
2, 1.
I think
Ready, set,
Let's go.
let's go.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, Nick, come on. Boo.
I didn't even realize we were live.
We're just combobulated.
Oh, wait. Hey, and today we have Rob the Builder. Oh, wait.
Exciting.
Oh, messing up. I have no audio.
Redo.
I have no audio.
Here, I can try. We're having some difficulties, but here is
Just keep the music rolling.
keep rolling.
We're good now.
How do we know?
Hi everyone, I am Nick,
And I'm Maria.
and we have,
Head
Harold.
off. No more bricks.
and today our special guest is
It's Rob the Builder.
Rob the Builder.
Or just Rob.
Can he build it?
Thanks.
Yes, he can.
Or-
Oh my gosh.
Don't even
I
know
feel like you grew up to that cartoon, didn't you?
A little bit, but not
Yeah.
like not too much.
You were just a touch older.
It was
or a
it was
touch
yeah,
younger?
it was more my little brother watching it,
Oh, okay.
and I was just like there.
That he had like an older brother named Rob. Who was, like,
I don't know.
Yeah, we should
I don't know. He's not really thrilled that he has the older brother in general. So.
Hey,
Oh.
I like the shades. Water?
The music's still going. I can hear it in my head.
I know.
Is it in my
because I
head?
was trying to do this.
What are you doing? You know, for the fact that Nick's in the basement way ahead of me and everything should be
It's okay.
productive.
That's 'cause we were
talked
chatting
well
before.
today.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Full of Bricks, Season 5, Episode 3. And today is January 26, 2020.
That's
and
right.
today, our special guest is
Rob.
Rob.
Hey.
AKA
What's up?
Rob.
But is
Kuya
he-
Rob.
He is actually in
Kuya
real
Rob.
life. Kuya.
He is-
In real life, yeah.
Kuya Rob.
Hey, Rikai.
Yeah. I am also technically a Tito. My second cousin has a son, and she just texted me like an hour ago
Good
and
to be
said
known.
her son has a long-winded Star Wars question for me. If you have the time to oblige this weekend. So I haven't
Okay.
responded. And there's actually a video too. I didn't realize there's a
You
video.
haven't
So I was cleaning. So after Friday, work on Fridays is the cleaning day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And Rob just came back from a fight that we've all just
I
been
know.
watching through Instagram
I
and
feel like that
living
was
vicariously through.
super extended.
I
I
know.
was like, what? He's still running? How
I
many
know.
days has it been?
I know.
That's
I know.
awesome, though.
I was gone for so long, and what's funny is that so we went on the Disney cruise as a family trip that we
Okay.
went on
Yeah.
the first
Was
week
that your
of
first time
December.
on the Disney cruise?
no, it was the third one that we've been
Okay.
on. So we're silver
Wow, you're getting
status
there.
now. Yeah,
Yes.
pretty
Wow.
exciting.
Have you tried other cruise lines where you
Super.
guys are like pretty loyal to the Disney brand? Like, I mean, I love
So-
Disney so much, but I've never done a Disney cruise.
We've gone on a few different ones. My parents were just on I think a Royal Caribbean one
Yeah, my mom's diamond
in
there.
May. Okay, okay.
That's the one we just came back from.
Yeah.
What's the one where it's like the blank of the sea, the ship names?
Odyssey.
Odyssey?
Oh yeah,
Odyssey
like
of the
Oasis
Sea.
of the Sea and Odyssey.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean or
Yes.
It is,
We just
okay.
did Odyssey of the Seas, and they have a huge one this year that just came out called
Yeah,
Icon. I
yeah,
want to try that.
yeah.
I've been watching all these videos.
Who
on the
was
Icon.
it that told me that they saw it coming in? Nathan, the one half of the Bricklayers was in
Oh.
Miami, and it came
Yeah, coming
into
through.
port in
and he
Miami, so
saw
he
it.
saw it. Yeah, and he was like,
That's crazy.
"It's massive."
It's like
So-
double the width of like it's
Like a Disney
I don't know.
cruise.
like the Disney
Yeah.
cruise line can be in it. Like I
That's
don't know.
wild. That's
Like, how
wild
did
because
they
those
even
ships are
park
huge
these?
too, right?
Yeah, already
So-
they're like an island unto their own.
Harold, you said you haven't.
It's a
been on
city.
cruise
It really
yet,
is a
right?
city.
Not those kind of cruises. Usually it's a different kind.
Usually like a
I mean, he's
nice
in the
little booze
Marines.
cruise. You know? Oh, okay.
Like, who's
Yeah.
gonna land
Imagine
nowhere?
if they did like a Lego convention on a cruise.
Oh, that would be
I'd pay for that.
crazy.
Crazy.
Lego convention in one of the ballrooms. Okay, maybe there's like a way
Well,
thing.
yeah.
You
You
know?
know,
All those.
you get the boat
Right on the
rocking,
floor.
the mocks are falling over. You're rebuilding them every day.
Yeah,
That'll
you
be
can
the
have,
build
like,
challenge.
all
Mm.
like ocean related themes. Really,
The build
like-
challenge, yeah.
Oh, fear of the middle of the ocean. It is.
Yo,
It is
hi.
a
Right.
whole, yeah, a very sense of something when you're in the middle of nowhere, like you're not on ground.
Did you guys see on our cruise we found a life raft in
Yeah, what was
in the
that?
ocean? It was
is
a
Crazy.
shipping container ship that
Uh-huh.
had capsized. And yeah, there were like 12 people in that raft,
Oh
and
my
they had
god,
been
there were
they had already
people
been-
in there.
no. They had already been picked up by the time that we
Oh,
found it. But
okay.
here's the thing: is I saw another video from the top deck, and it had because I was on like the 12th deck, and then
Okay.
I ran down to the 4th deck because I wanted to try and get a closer look at it.
Okay.
But I saw someone's video from the 12th deck, and it looked like there were two bodies like swaying back and
Stop.
forth in there.
Oh, get
That's
out of
what
here.
that's what I
Jeez.
thought. I was like before even seeing that video, I was kind of like, it looks like there's someone in there. But yeah, I don't know. So anyways, that's not what
Very
we got to test.
really, I don't know.
It's a Disney cruise, right?
Yeah, it is a Disney cruise. I've never been on a Disney cruise. I hear it's like next level. I have many friends
Great.
with younger children who absolutely love it because it really, really caters to that. But I mean, you guys have no kids, so I mean, it's extra fun. Like we
Well,
love going to the parks and
they
Rob
are-
is
yeah.
the kid.
yeah.
So before I went on the cruise, I was talking to my brother, and I was like, I have a feeling that I'm gonna like this a little bit too much, you know, because I love Disney, but
Yes.
a lot of times when you go to Disney, you leave more tired than when you first arrived, and I don't love that. So it's like a Disney
Yeah.
cruise. It's much more relaxing. You get to travel somewhere else, which I like.
Mhm.
But it's
Mhm.
still Disney. You still got Mickey Mouse running around, and
The
there are the
food.
movies and the
yeah.
shows. Yeah, everything. Everything is it's great. It's
Which
really great.
islands did you guys go to? Was it the Caribbean or?
Yeah, it was
Because I know they're everywhere. Like it's also in Hawaii. It's
yeah.
also in Europe.
Western
West Caribbean.
Caribbean
Okay.
cruise. So we did St. Thomas and
Oh, I love that one. I want to do
uh,
that. St. Martin, St. Thomas, St. Martin, and
Saint Lucia.
what's the
Lucia?
what's the British Virgin Island?
Virgin
Nassau?
Island?
No,
because we did that the
I'm forgetting.
first time.
Oh, Tortuga.
Tortuga.
No, Tortuga.
No,
It's
that's like Pirates of
Tortola.
the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Where did we
Tortola.
go?
It's
I know
Tortola.
it's a Disney theme,
Well,
but
that's the funny
like,
thing. I kept calling it Tortuga because so that night we're in Tortola, and then that night was Pirates Night, so everyone dressed up as pirates.
cool.
So I was like, it's Tortuga. We're in Tortuga right now. That's what it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those two, and then Disney has a private island, but
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
actually got canceled because of a storm that came
Yeah.
through. We had to
Okay.
They-
Yeah,
Diverted.
it's Tortuga too.
It is Tortuga.
Tortuga?
Tortuga by
Tortuga. Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
Disney, right? It's gotta
Yeah.
be.
I mean,
It's gotta be
ultimately,
Tortuga.
Disney can probably buy an island and make it like Tortuga, anyways, right? In
Right.
the name of Disney and that stuff. No,
I
but
think
that's cool though.
That's a missed opportunity to
Mhm.
not name it Tortuga, but it is what it is.
Now, do all the Disney cruise lines have different names per ship? Like the Royal Caribbean has different names and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? So, okay. So
Yeah,
they
there's
do-
six. There's 6 ships. There's like the Wish and the
Oh,
Treasure
like that.
are the new ones.
Ooh,
We
the
were on
Wish.
the Fantasy,
Okay.
and Fantasy, and I'm forgetting the sister ship's name. And then there's like the Magic and
Dreams, maybe.
Oh, and the
Okay.
Magic and the Dream are
Dream.
sister ships.
I'm thinking like, what else are Disney words?
Does
Yep.
each ship get bigger as the newer ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they get bigger and bigger. The one that we were on was the first one that had like a water slide on it. It was like
Okay.
I remember when it came out, it was like a huge deal. Like that was the big selling point. It was like there's a water slide.
Yes.
On
And
the
now like
cruise.
every ship has a water slide.
Yeah.
There's an iFly. There's a surfing.
There are roller coasters on these ships now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, this is it. Like as much as I like, going on the port and like seeing the islands, I almost just want to just be stuck on the boat.
Yeah,
like,
there's so much to do.
There's
the food.
Like we were doing 24,000 steps a day. It's like being in New York.
That's wild. That's
Like,
crazy.
We were doing 24.
Okay, I was doing 24.
Yeah. So maybe the cruises you go on, you don't leave more rested. It sounds like you're not, but
and this doesn't even include the hour that I'm on the treadmill. I was
I was sleeping.
It's all the buffets,
doing a cruise,
all the buffets there. I'm like, okay, I'll meet you guys at Sunday again.
One thing that they had at the Disney, so they only had this one day, but they had Mickey churro waffles, which like it sounds good, and then you have it, and they are incredible because okay, so think about it. Think about a churro.
Like, it sucks.
Okay, are we going to spend thousands of dollars just to go see this magic Mickey Mouse churros? How much was it?
One morning.
I'm just here for the churros.
So the churro, think about like a churro at a theme park, right? It's sitting in that thing all day that by the time you eat it, it's like kind of stale and crunchy, right? But the Mickey waffles are really nice and fluffy and soft. And then it's a churro as well. So it's like this very nice, soft churro. It's amazing. It's delicious.
Oh, Christine's going to Costco tomorrow.
I think I had like 6 or something.
Really? I'd go for double digits.
It was
double digits.
Well, no. I mean, I had other food too, but I had 6 Mickey waffles.
Wait,
they had Eggs Benedict, and they had all the food. What's that?
One sitting or like 6 different.
No, 6 in one sitting. I just scarfed them down.
So good.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, that's amazing. It is pretty magical. Like itself, like already we know it does a great job in whatever they do, but I'm sure a cruise line would be next.
I don't know why, but Disney cruises are the only ones that are allowed to have fireworks. On the ship, so they have fireworks, which is cool. They do for the Pirates Night. They do a show outside, or not outside on the top deck, and then they do fireworks right after the show.
Right,
and it's like themed. The fireworks are themed to Pirates of the Caribbean music.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. It's really great.
Where'd you guys port out of? Canaveral or Lauderdale?
Canaveral.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
I know this is it. I feel like even the boys are like, we got to go back on the next cruise. And my cousins, because we had like a family reunion, there's like 12 of us, right? And so even the cousins were like, okay, when can we like physically do this again? Like, we're going through like time. Deep withdrawal. Or like, am I too skinny now? I'm too skinny now. I got to go back on a cruise.
Yeah, you already lost like cruise weight.
Yeah.
time to go back. That's when you know. That's when you know you lost your cruise weight. Book another one. But yeah, the Disney cruise was fun because like you could still make it like an adult cruise. Like there obviously wasn't like a casino or anything like that, but there were bars and pubs and there was a champagne room and
an
like adult shows afterwards. Yeah.
Oh,
so
Empire
all that stuff.
Adult shows.
But not that.
Maybe not. Maybe
Empire Strip stuff.
I mean, it's Disney now.
Did anyone? That's true. It's true. Did anyone do that in Chicago? Because I heard that was in town.
Is it?
I don't know.
Right after Brickworld Chicago, it was in Chicago or something.
Like this past year? I didn't know that.
This past year, yeah.
I'm not doing
I don't know why I keep doing it.
That's funny. And so after your cruise, that's where you carved up, and then you had your marathon.
Yeah, so I went back to Detroit. I kind of have like I had like a trip within a trip.
You went back.
So I flew from Austin to Orlando to Detroit back to Orlando, and then Orlando to Austin.
Why did you still go home?
For Christmas? I went for Christmas and for
Oh.
New Year's, and then flew back
Oh.
down for the races.
Okay.
So, and I have lots of content, you know, in
Yeah,
the
we feel like you
in the
just live in
backlog.
Florida right now.
In the
That's why
backlog, so to speak. Yeah, well, Danny Bob was like, I posted a cruise video, and she was like, Robert, you
You're
were
still
just in
here?
Disney for how long? Like, and now you're on a cruise. It's like, yes,
Yeah,
it's working. People don't know where I am. Amazing.
Oh my god,
Yo,
you have to
Super
post
do that.
those churros somehow.
Yeah, I want to see a photo of that.
I think
Guess you
the
can-
next vlog that I'll post on YouTube, which I've just been like procrastinating editing. That's
Yeah,
the churro. That's the churro day.
Or they were
Um,
so good you didn't
ooh.
even have like time to even like make content on them.
Well, almost. I really
God.
like almost didn't vlog it, and then I was like, wait a second, everyone vlogs this. I gotta vlog it. So
I can't
Yeah, I
wait
took
for
some-
that churro vlog.
took some videos. Yeah, the churros, they were quite good for sure.
Well, here Nick's
Whoa.
trying to find it.
Yeah,
online.
Wow,
do-
Nick,
do-
spoilers.
Is that
I wanna
it?
see
No.
Bob.
That's not it. That looks really good though.
Oh,
But
you
look
have
up
to go
Mickey
imitation.
Churro.
Yeah,
Um,
on the cruise.
Disney cruise.
On
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
Cruise. Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
Disney
read Disney
cruise.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
first
then-
picture there looks very, very close to what it is.
With the donut, like the super.
Wait, where
sugar
are
ones?
these Mickey Mouse churros? In Disneyland? Or Disney World?
No, this is just on the cruise.
Is it like this?
Oh.
Yeah, a magic. Yeah,
Oh.
where it says a magic kingdom called ... Yeah, that's it.
Dang.
Wow.
That's it.
And then you have your caramel dip of dips.
Nice.
Honestly, I just
was good
ate
as
it
is.
as is. Oh, it was so good.
Diabetes.
It was so good. yeah. Diabetes.
I'm ready to think where I can get churros tomorrow. Okay, like
I'm getting churros tomorrow.
I don't know if
Well,
I
they
still
got a
have your
Costco
video on
churros
my.
here.
I
Um,
think actually at our outlet there's a stall there that actually sells churros. I'm trying to think, and I know
Actually,
Candace
at the
Wonderland
distillery, there was churros.
at the distillery. Yeah, isn't that
I
terrible?
want a raspberry
Tomorrow's
Ooh, at Disneyland, my favorite churro was a pistachio cherry churro.
Disneyland's churro game is like a million times better than Disney World's. It is elite. Disney World, you just got churros and like that's it. But in Disneyland, yeah. Disneyland, they're like all these different like
Yeah, all the
kinds of different
flavors.
flavors, and yeah, I'm going to Disney World or Disneyland in April, I think, end of April.
Dang.
So I'm excited to go and try them out.
I'm surprised they
Yeah.
have integrated to World. You would think that there's a market to.
Well, I've had this conversation a few times with Fred, and it's really that Disneyland it is more a locals park where a lot of times locals are going there. Where
Yeah, yeah,
Disney
yeah.
World is much more of a tourist
Tourist.
destination where you have people coming from all over the world.
Right,
And
right,
so
right.
if they want a churro, it's not that big of a deal. But if they just had churros by themselves at Disneyland, they probably wouldn't sell as much because the guests are locals. So they're like, oh, I had that 2 weeks ago. I'm not gonna buy it again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Dude,
they're tailoring much more to the audience that they have.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
churros and turkey
So-
legs.
So how much of a star rating would you give your cruise this time if this is your third? Has it only gotten better with each experience? Like you know how to tweak sort of like, you know what I mean? Like your expectation is like this time I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, this one was totally different because I was an adult for this one, where the other two I was younger. I was
You
in
were
like
shorter.
the oldest teen club, the last cruise, but I was still pretty young. I think I was like 14.
Okay. So it's
and then
been
the
a
one
good
before
almost
that
10
was-
years that you've been
Yeah,
since.
yeah,
Okay.
over 10 years. So I was excited to go back for sure.
Yeah.
And what about the first time?
And
How old were
Yeah,
you the first time?
the first
You were a
time
twinkle in your parents' eyes.
I was 9. I was
Okay.
9.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
and it was
Aiden.
that one was great because it was a surprise. We had gone to Disney World for several days,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we've packed up all our bags and everything. We're about to leave,
That's
and
nuts.
and then my parents surprised us with a Disney cruise, which
You
was
think
like
you could take more Disney? I
incredible.
don't know, mommy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I?
So what it was my dad sings in an a cappella group, and every spring they have this thing called Spring Sing, where they're a cappella groups from all over the country. They meet in a city and just sing. They have 5 songs. They rehearse 5 songs, and it's just like a concert for each other. And so that year, I think it was like something like the 30th. I don't know what year it was, but it was like anniversary year.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were like, let's go to Disney. So there was, hundreds of people that came to this, because every single member of every group also brought their family as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so there's just hundreds of a cappella people, and it was a great time
That
with
was a very
friends.
sing-songy
And
kind
then-
of cruise then. Like,
Well, no, the cruise we just did on our own, but we were at Disney World
I
with
see.
everyone else. Yeah,
I see. Oh, wow,
it was
that's so
great.
cool.
Really, really fun trip. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me?
Excuse me?
I can't believe it.
Oh, you guys know all the jargon, the lingo.
Yeah. That's pitch perfect. That's pitch
Pitch
perfect.
perfect. When you said mention acapella group, I was like, I watched a movie about this.
Yeah. That's very much like my dad, his group and all of the groups in this Spring Sing that they do. They just go up there and stand and sing. There's no like dancing or anything really. Yeah, no choreography.
I think maybe you gotta take it to the next level, Rob.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, that year when they went to Disney, my dad's group did "It's Gonna Be Me" by NSYNC, and I remember
Wow.
I actually taught them some dance moves
Nice.
during one of the rehearsals, and it was great. Like everyone loved it because they went full out. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Costumes.
The person that was singing the solo he had like a puffy vest and like a sideways hat and the sunglasses.
Yeah.
So I
was
was
the
told
style.
that these are kind of like Justin Timberlake-y in sync
Oh, yeah.
That
glasses,
was that
kind of,
time
you know.
Britney Spears would have the pink tint ones and Justin Timberlake would have the blue tint ones. late
Yes.
90s, you know.
Yep.
That's
for sure.
happening. Oh, very good.
Are we ready to go into our first segment?
Oh my God, that wasn't
Sure.
even the first segment.
Sure.
Which is getting to know Rob the Builder.
If we didn't know him yet.
I love that song, by the way, and I love that you guys do that too. It was for me. It was one of those things where the first time I heard it, I was like, why didn't I think of that? That's such a great idea.
But Harold and I first met Rob at Brick World Chicago.
Mhm.
I remember the exact moment too. I think
I remember my
Christo.
exact moment.
Christo.
Yeah, Christo.
We were chatting with Christo, and then all of a sudden Christo's like, "Oh, do you know Rob?" And then we looked at Rob, and Rob's like right away, "Rob the Builder. I'm from the ELPN network. My show is two fix one set." And we're like, "What?" Who's this? Straight to business.
Here's my business card.
Here's some merch.
If you ever want to collaborate, just reach out to my secretary. She'll set it up. I'll have my people contact your people. Whatever we got to do, let's get this set up.
World of Lights?
But it was even like
Yeah.
two figs one set. You've heard of it. You've heard of it, right? And we're like,
No, usually it's the other way around, where it's like if they know the show, I'm like surprised. It's like, wait, you know, 2 figs one set, which is it's 3 figs now, right? So
Yeah.
always growing.
That's good.
But I didn't even know.
That's hilarious.
When we met. I thought you were like Spanish.
Well, yeah, the beard kind of psychs people out. They're not.
Yeah.
That's why they're not
Is
sure.
it you're Asian? How did you grow
So,
it like that?
I know that's what everyone says. That's what everyone
What
says.
conditioner are you using?
Well, and my brother has a really good beard too.
After Brick World.
You didn't even know.
We didn't know until after Brick World.
For what?
Remember we got added to that group?
Yeah,
We were like,
until afterwards.
who? Wait, Rob the Builder?
There's my brother and I both. We both have beards.
Did you guys run the
Okay,
race
your brother
both
looks
this
Filipino.
year?
So yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your brother looks
he's dark. He's darker. He's always been more tan than I am. But the paler skin, right? That's more attractive in Filipino culture, right?
We
Isn't
have
it?
also our trio of different shades of
Okay, yeah.
cafe. Like we have a
Yeah.
cafe latte, we have a caramello, and we have a bit more of a misto, you know.
Our kids, right?
Yep, our kids. all same
We
from
should-
us, but we're like,
That's awesome.
Our youngest is the Rob complexion.
yeah. Our youngest is like
The youngest, so
even
he's
from-
the handsome one.
Yeah,
Then.
when he was born, people thought, "Oh, what a cute little girl." I'm like, "Yo, he's wearing blue, all of it blue."
Wait, is he the one? Is he the ripped one? Because one of your sons,
No, that's the oldest one.
he was
Nice.
looking
Yeah.
pretty buff. I was like, dang,
Oh,
okay,
Did you see the
okay.
10-year anniversary?
Yeah.
I
That's
just
what I was
heard
talking
them
about.
from upstairs. I'm like, "Oh my god, what's going on there?"
Yeah.
guys?"
But Rob, was that your first Brick World Chicago?
That was my first one where I went to the AFOL days. I'd gone the year
Oh,
prior,
okay.
but I didn't know about AFOL days when I signed up for it. So I just bought the public tickets for Saturday, Sunday, which I think was good. That was my first ever convention. So I think it was good to just like go for a few hours, meet people, and just experience it because I didn't have any mocks or anything. And then the next year, or no. Then that summer did Brick Fair Virginia, and for that I did the AFOL days because then I had
Okay.
learned you buy the AFOL days even if you're not like an
Did you
exhibitor.
meet Harold then? Did you meet Harold the year before?
I don't think so.
Or you
I
guys
was
never
thinking.
crossed paths.
But did
Mm-mm.
Harold
No, I
go to
got
Brick
there
World
late.
We
I was
never
there during
crossed
the
the
AFOL
streams, you know. So
I like how we have these illusions of it.
No, Harold's usually at Virginia.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's usually like my show.
Imagine.
Yeah, you
what
just
if
said
they
you were
had
gonna go to
crossed paths
Chantilly.
already.
yeah, I don't think so.
Because like
But you
at
were
the
always-
center, I just came from a field op, so I came in Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
didn't
and
really have time to-
and then yeah, the public days are crazy. So
yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And then this past summer did Chicago, Brick Rodeo, which was in
Okay.
Houston this year, and then Brick Slopes
Like,
Or my-
yeah.
were my three that I did.
Can you
Yeah,
rank
I
them?
like the Brick Rodeo.
Can I rank them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rank them.
I think it's tough. Chicago is great because everyone's there. Like you can meet anyone that you follow or have been following or should be following at Chicago. But I think I like Brick Slopes the best. It really felt like it was just like a convention for AFOLs, and then it was like, oh yeah, the public, like you guys can come hang out too. But it really felt like this is for us, and anyone who else wants that wants to join can come hang out too. And the more the merrier. But yeah, we're still gonna put this thing on just for us. So yeah, I think that was my favorite one for sure.
And that was your first time at Slopes too.
First time at Slopes, yeah, and I had heard great things from the year before.
Yeah.
I've been hearing great things about Atlanta BrickCon, which is coming up in the next couple weeks. What's the one? Brick Cascade. Cascade, yeah. Where's that?
It's more
That's
Oregon?
in Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
Oregon, yeah.
That's in
Yeah.
Moore's neck
Yeah.
of the woods.
Yeah. So I've heard great things about that one too. So maybe eventually I'll make it to those two. We'll see.
2024, what do you have in store for conventions?
Just Brick Slopes, or I'm sorry, not Brick Slopes. Just Brick Rodeo. Brick Rodeo is in Austin this year,
okay.
so I don't really have to travel for it at all.
Yeah.
But I was kind of burnt out after last summer.
It was
I was
busy
like,
last year,
I was
right?
like,
It was really busy.
yeah. It was one of those
Yeah,
trips where it's like you would go and you'd be more tired than leaving than when you first got there.
Yeah. When you said
So-
rodeo was going to be in Austin, does it do a circuit of other cities?
It's between Austin and Houston every year.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And
it
what
goes back
month
to
is
I didn't know
that?
that.
It's like July 4th weekend.
Oh,
So it
okay.
starts on July 4th.
Wow. Yeah.
So
So it's not
I
that
thought-
far off from Chicago if you were going to go to Chicago too. Right?
Yeah,
It's like a
and that's-
2-week back to back.
That's the other thing that I've been hearing from people is like, I would love to
Mhm.
go to Brick Rodeo, but it's right after Chicago,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people are still kind of like recharging the batteries, so to speak.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Yeah, there was a rep from Brick Rodeo at Brick Fair last year. In
Really?
Philly. Yeah. He
Really?
was like, oh yeah, I'm like from Texas. I actually like scout around for Brick Rodeo looking for displayers. I was like, oh
interesting.
yeah.
And you went to rodeo last year too?
Yes, yeah, that was my
Right.
first time at rodeo last year.
Okay. And in
Um,
terms of like size, is it like relatively the same as slopes or
a little bit
because of the
smaller.
Smaller.
different-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like if you had to rank.
As per size.
Yeah, conventions on size, big,
Mhm.
medium, small. It would be like Chicago's big, Slopes is medium, Rodeo's small.
Oh, okay. And where's
Yeah.
Virginia there?
Virginia would be big in my eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Virginia's
Okay.
like Chicago. big.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
How come we're not going to Virginia, Harold? Next.
I'm
That's
here.
like the
I know.
Besides Harold, that's like the teenage boy.
Oh, right. Yes, I did hear other stuff about Virginia. Right.
Or they
Those
don't shower,
smelling.
right?
Right.
Wait, what?
Maybe that's why.
Oh.
There is an
Oh,
ode to
that year that
perfume.
you went.
There's an ode to perfume with Virginia, right? Never mind. I was
Yes.
Heat of summer.
Yes. Get your Manscaped stuff
That's it.
ready for Virginia. Yep. That's
Yeah.
right.
Last year didn't smell too bad.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I said. I was like, I don't think it smells that bad, but maybe that means I'm part of the problem. You know, like, you're like, what? It doesn't smell that bad. And then you realize everyone's like outside of a 10-foot radius from you. Like, oh, shoot.
That is funny.
If you don't smell it, you're part of the problem.
Yeah. You didn't smell it, you felt it.
Yeah, exactly.
So Rob's also he mentioned earlier his family's very musical.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're-
Yeah.
We did
This
a
is
deep dive
epic.
on your Christmas
Oh, did you?
videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Started that, like maybe
Bongos.
4 or 5 years ago, right? Like it
Mhm.
hasn't been since you were little.
Yeah. So if you do the super deep dive,
Oh,
you'll find my cousin's page, because my cousins also do a Christmas video every year, and
Mhm.
they've been doing it since they were probably 3
Oh,
and
wow.
5 years
wow.
old.
And are these
So they've
cousins
been doing
the
it.
same
for-
age as you, or younger, older? Like
a year younger than me is the oldest, and then same age as my younger brother, 3 years younger than me.
You
is,
guys haven't done a
yeah,
combined
collab.
collaboration.
we did do one. It was posted to their page though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we
You gotta
did a
send me the
collaboration
link so we
2
can,
years ago. Yeah, I definitely will. I will. But it's funny because we started doing it a few years ago, and they were like, "Oh, you guys copied us," and da 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 da.
Oh.
But when you watch the 2 for each year, what it is theirs is much more musically inclined, where they'll film everything singing together in one take, and then they just kind of like throw some photos from throughout the year
Right.
on the video. And then ours is much more like
Edited.
record the music, but then like the music video is what we
Lip
put a
sync.
lot of our time
Yeah,
into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the music
Yeah,
video,
you
you're lip syncing into the recorded thing that you
Yeah.
recorded before.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
how do you guys choose songs? Like you guys must have so many ideas. And how
Yeah.
do you pick this song for the year? That must have been like a majority vote, or
There's a
the
family
mom
meeting.
wins.
There's a family meeting, and we kind of come with ideas and stuff. usually the tie goes to, we have like this loose rule of like who's going to be the soloist for the year. So now we've gotten through everyone being the soloist, so it'll start back from the beginning now. And so typically the tie goes to the soloist, so to speak. So if there's a song that they really like, we'll typically lean towards that one. And then what we do in the music video just kind of comes pretty naturally of like, hey, what should we do? One year it was like, we'll do movies. One year it was, this year it was like Ted Lasso stuff. So yeah, it just kind of depends. It's a messy process, but still there is a little bit of a process to it nonetheless. Yeah.
And whose idea of your family was it to start doing this? Was it your dad's or?
No. It was definitely like a kid's choice thing. If I had to give credit to one person, it would probably be my older brother. Because he is the one starting out that was kind of like, he had the vision for it. But
and you guys are all generally very musical, right?
Yeah, yeah. My mom isn't a great singer, and she'll be the first to tell you that. So she was like, all right, we need like a bass player in the family band. So she learned bass guitar, and she plays bass. But yeah, I was talking with Shai about this on sitting on a stoop, and it wasn't like my parents sat us down and were like, we have to do this and we have to do it every year. It's very much like them asking, do you guys want to do it this year? Like, what are we thinking? Yeah. And we're always like, yes, of course we're going to do it this year.
Yes.
Yes. Now it's gotten to it's snowballed.
Have this tradition. Yeah.
Yeah. It's snowballed to the point where when I see people over the holidays, like this year after moving to Austin, they were like, oh my gosh, it's so great to see you. How are you? How is Austin? When's the music video coming out? It's like a thing that people are like,
this thing is in Costco by August. So
when is it? Disney starts celebrating Christmas in October. So why are you guys so late to the game?
Imagine.
Yeah.
That's really cute. Nice. But like Rob the Builder, who are you with this whole context of Full of Brick? Imagine you grew up with Lego.
Yeah. Grew for as long as I can remember. I was getting Lego as a Christmas gift.
Like you had an older brother who probably already had a chest full of Lego or a room full of Lego.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars. It was really, we were fans of Star Wars, and then Star Wars Lego started coming out in 1999. I was 3, but my older brother was 6. And it was kind of like a perfect storm of just like liking Star Wars and liking
a toy that goes with it.
A toy, yeah, exactly. And so we would get it every year for Christmas and stuff. That's always what I would ask for. Big Harry Potter fan too, so I have plenty of pictures of me on Christmas Day, holding up a Hogwarts castle or something. And I posted some some photos on my Instagram of those throwback pictures because I like took a hard right turn this summer and started buying Harry Potter stuff again. And I felt like people were like, oh, Rob's just getting into Harry Potter so he can be different or whatever. He's taking a different,
like, no, legit,
different angle.
I've
had it forever. But even so, I went through like a what do people call it? Dark ages? Dark ages. I always think dark period. But dark period is more just
something else.
That's just hair over the eyes and wearing all black.
My ribs.
It's not a phase. No, so I went through a dark ages, and even through that, my parents would still buy us Lego for Christmas. As just kind of like yeah, that's definitely part of it for sure. But it's just like a Christmas tradition. Like it felt weird if we didn't have a Lego set to build, after opening up all the presents.
Yeah.
So they just always
As siblings, or like your parents also got involved? Like,
say that again.
did you build together as siblings, or did your parents also build with you?
It was a little bit of both for
Or you
sure.
all had your own sets, so it's like, okay, Merry Christmas, go into your separate corners of the house.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Shut up.
Yes,
Let
you're
me
fed.
watch my movie
Yes,
and eat
you're fed, and you had
Cinnabon.
Lego.
Yeah.
So
Go away now. Let me take a nap. It really depended on the year. One year we got like the Disney castle, right? So we built it all together. One year we just kind of got smaller sets. One year we were at Disney, and this was really fun. We were at Disney on Christmas. We go to Disney Springs, we go to the Lego store, and my dad says, "Okay, you got 30 seconds. You can either get one big Lego set, or you can get 3 smaller ones.
Ooh.
You have to decide, and you have 30 seconds to go and find one." And so immediately we were like, we're getting our own. and then we ran off and each got a set. So
What did each person get? Remember or no?
I got the TIE Striker. My younger brother got the U-Wing, because this is right around like 2015, 16 Rogue One time. Yeah. And I forget
You
what
guys
my
each got one big one. You got it.
oh
Yeah.
wait
The
say,
one big one. So
wait say it again.
did you get that one big one, or did you guys get small ones?
No, yeah,
small one. It was
the-
still
it was still pretty big. It was still pretty big, yeah. But it was individual ones. I forget what my older brother got. I feel like he got some sort of a Disney Lego. I might have a picture of the 3 of us holding our sets.
Oh wow.
That's cute.
But
What was that? 2016?
yeah, I think it was 2016 because I was in college by that point.
Yeah.
Are you guys all
Uh,
3 years apart?
Yeah, all 3
Oh,
years.
okay.
3 years apart.
Nice.
It's a good gap.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're
my-
not one of those. You're not one of those COVID. Now I'm
No.
gonna get into Lego. You've always
No,
been
I'm
into
not,
Lego.
and I'm surprised that I didn't get back to it during COVID because I was super bored. I got into puzzles during COVID.
Yeah.
But not and for whatever reason I didn't think to like get into
Lego was a
Lego
puzzle.
after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was because of COVID that I got back into Lego. The next Christmas, Christmas 2021,
Mhm.
my younger brother got COVID over the holidays, so we had to like kind of shut down all of our Christmas plans. My parents got me one of the Imperial Shuttle as a Christmas gift, like they do every year. They just got me a Lego set, and so I built it because I was super bored and had nothing to do. And I was like, man, that was so fun.
Yeah.
Like, and I told my dad.
Where were you all this year?
Yeah. I told my dad, like, hey, I wish I had more. We had more Lego that we could build. Like that was so much fun, and it was really like, hey, like we should go on Amazon and like order some Lego sets. And he told me like, oh, my plan when I retire is to go down into the basement and try and rebuild all of your Lego sets from when you were a kid. And I was like, we're doing that right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I remember
So you were like in boxes or bins or Ziplocs?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it was just all
In
demolished.
plastic,
It wasn't like,
all plastic
Okay.
bins. Yeah.
okay.
And it was this kind of archaeology dig that we would, because
awesome.
if you find a piece from a set, you find like that
Unique piece.
royal bluish color from the Jango Fett Slave 1. It's like, okay, if this piece is in here, there's probably more pieces from that set in this bin. And my dad and I, we would go down into the basement for hours, and just be sorting through Lego. Like at a certain point, my mom was just tired of hearing that because it was just nonstop.
Did you then keep
It was
any
super fun.
sets from childhood still in display? Like it sounds like you would put apart
Yeah.
a lot of your stuff, but any Lego sets that you just as a family loved or you yourself loved that do not touch this. It's going to be in my childhood room.
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Oh,
Nothing really. There, I mean, kind of the bigger sets. So like, there's the Disney Castle, but that was when we were older. We had the London Tower Bridge.
But how about like
again,
Harry Potter Hogwarts? Like that's a big set that like even I got that for Tristan when he was a little kid because I wanted it.
Yeah.
Like, it was for my parents. They're like, "Oh, Tristan want? Oh, he's only 6, 7. He wants the Hogwarts castle."
There was a Hogwarts castle that was still intact. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think. Not really. My older brother was very meticulous in like, this is the set, these are the instructions, we follow the instructions and we build the set. Where I was like, let's build a fort for them and let's take this. Like, I remember when Star Wars first came out, they would have the build, but then they would have like these alternate builds and they'd have the pictures on the back.
Yeah.
And I would always go for the alternate build, and my brother would always go for the instructions.
The standard. Yeah.
And I was like, boring. So, but yeah, there weren't too many sets still intact, but there's a lot of sets down in my parents' basement now, to the point where when I go down there,
like that you've built together since 2021.
Well, yes, and then also rebuilt. There's probably about 100 sets that we've like rebuilt.
Oh wow.
And then another 100 sets after that I like bought from
awesome.
Facebook Marketplace and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so it was a great way to.
They're on display in your parents.
Okay.
Your dad like set up like shelves and everything.
And your dad's like the other duck that we don't know about.
I know.
It's
Where's his channel?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a YouTube page. I'll see, because I always post a story when I go back home, and everyone, like, whenever it's like a new follower, they're always like, "Wait, where is this?" Because it's chocked full with Lego sets. We got both Death Stars down there. All of my UCS sets still.
But I love it that you told your dad, let's do it now. Don't wait till you're retired.
Let's
do it now.
Know your retirement plan. You gotta start gardening or something.
Retirement.
You gotta start gardening.
We have to stop my boredom right now. This is more important.
That's wild.
So, when did you start getting into the social media and Lego?
So it was kind of at the same time that I got back into Lego itself. I had just been hired by a company to do social media stuff, and so I was like, I should post to my own page just to kind of like get the practice in, understand kind of the language and the app itself and all that stuff. So I remember there was a trending audio of, I forget who it was, but it was someone saying like, "Oh my gosh, wow, amazing," like pretending to be surprised, but they knew exactly what was coming. And so I did a TikTok of me like opening up my Christmas gift on Christmas Day and being like, "Oh my gosh, wow, amazing," knowing that it was a Lego set because like I heard the pieces moving around in the box. And that it kind of took off. And so I was like, wow, like there's this whole community of people that love Lego on the internet. Maybe this is my niche that I kind of lean into. And so I started out as Rob the Rebuilder because I was rebuilding all of my childhood sets.
Okay.
And like my second video I posted was like this girl who, it was like a stitched video, and the girl was like, guys that don't cheat, where are you? Where are you? What are you doing? And I was like, I'm in my parents' basement. I'm rebuilding on my Lego. I got this one right here. We're working on this one. I rebuilt all of these. And there were a couple of claims to fame with that. One was it went like kind of viral. It went viral for someone that had just started posting videos. It's still pinned on my TikTok, but in that video I say Legos like probably 10 times. So every other comment was like,
Rookie.
hey, this is a great collection, but it's just Lego, it's not Legos. And I was like, got it. Okay. Understood.
But now people are saying Legos on purpose, just
to
stick it to people.
I grew up saying Legos. There was no one around to tell me otherwise. And so it's just kind of second.
Many bricks.
Right. It's just second nature to me.
Yeah.
And I'm on the Legos train again, where it's like, I don't care if people care that I say Legos. I'm just gonna say whatever comes out, and that's it. The trick for me at the beginning was I would say Legos, but then I would say like Legos sets. Like that was my like little save that I would get people with. Lego sets.
Nice.
That's cool.
Here's the
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So
dang, it's almost just like
That is a big space.
Yeah, it was.
Someone else.
Wait. So let's see if I can show the beginning part again. There we go.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's like a UCS Falcon buried in TIE fighters,
and you rebuilt that? Like that was really
no.
okay.
There were about 100 sets that I bought after getting back into it.
Okay.
That
you were that bored in 2021,
2022. Well, my trick was going on Facebook Marketplace and buying people's collections.
Okay.
Instead of just like individual sets, I would buy someone's entire collection, and it would be.
I'm intrigued now how you said
sets.
you started a pandemic with puzzles. How many puzzles did you have? If you had hundreds of Lego after.
No, it was.
You have them all in like layers somewhere. Like
I wasn't great with puzzles, so it was like 5. Yeah, the puzzles were fun, but I was not good at them by any means. But
do you frame the puzzles afterwards? What do you do?
No, we just take them apart, throw them back in the box.
Oh
yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, where are we gonna put this? You know, frame it? Nah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had like puzzle glue. Have you seen that?
Puzzle
which
glue?
one?
Like puzzle glue.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they come with the puzzle itself.
Yeah. I have friends who
Interesting.
like JT, they have like the carpet, like it's like a mat you put in. So when you're like halfway through the puzzle, you just roll it up again and then you unroll it and it's still as is. And
interesting.
I have quite
we
a
put up one of our puzzles, like
Lego puzzles.
But I taped the back.
Yeah, Chris,
the Lego puzzle, that makes sense.
And I was like, is this a mac and cheese packet?
And then it's the glue.
Puzzle glue. And I was like,
got it.
Oh, Christine's into puzzles.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what well, we kind of mentioned it earlier, but what is the ELPN network?
Yeah, ELPN, it stands for Entertainment Lego Podcasting Network. And it's really the result of a drunken conversation between Zane and I when we met at Brick Fair. It was at Brick Fair, Virginia, and we were just having a blast. And it was like that classic conversation of like, we should start a podcast. We're hilarious. People would watch it. And then like that night, I remember having the conversation of like, but it's not just going to be a podcast. It's going to be a network. We're going to have a network of podcasts, and we're going to, you can imagine Zane and I drunkenly having this conversation in mind you, in the back of Matt Mellish's car. Matt was driving us home, and we were and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have other shows, and it's gonna be it'll be a network of podcasts. but that's really what it is, or what it's turned into, which has been fun to watch.
So really just
Especially
2022.
So what are the shows on the ELPN?
There's our show that we have together, Hollow Time. Oh no, it's I was gonna say that's the newest edition, but it's not. We also have Brick at Night on Hollow Time on ELPN. Our first show, the one that I have with Zane, is 3 Figs 1 Set, and we have Stacy along with us as a host for that. And then the fourth one is the Basic Brick with Jillian. I gotta talk with her about.
In a while.
Yeah, she was finishing up school, and then she was gonna do the Disney college program, but decided to stay in Atlanta and like work with some different movies. So she's going into the movie business, which is awesome.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, I would assume that one's gonna start back up soon enough, but no rush. I'm more focused on Hollow Time getting back up and running, because it's been tough to plan it out.
For the 3 Figs 1 Set, how does the seasons work? Because I know you have seasons, but they're like 8-episode seasons.
Yeah.
Is that based? Yeah. Is that based like on a sports thing? I
no, it was what it was watching other podcasts doing episodes week in and week out, and I like at a certain point, it's kind of like that the honeymoon phase at the beginning where everyone's really excited and everyone's really involved, and then after a while it almost feels like something that they're dreading after however many weeks of doing it consistently. And so I was like, okay, if we're gonna start a podcast, I don't want to do that, because I want to like actually be excited and like show up intentionally. And so the seasons was like, hey, TV shows, they do seasons where there's a period of time where they have off. Why don't we do that? And Zane was on board with it. And it's worked out now where we have 8 episodes, 3 hosts. So each host gets to pick 2 guests. And there's the season premiere and season finale, which is just the 3 of us. And then the 6 in between are the 6 guests that we have.
Cool.
It's a lot of fun, and it's something especially through the holidays, there were weeks where we were just like, we can't do it. We just had our first show this week after like a 3-week hiatus. But it's just like at the end of the day, like everyone's busy, everyone has other priorities, and it's no big deal. The world goes on. Life goes on.
But then when you come together, the dynamic is still there. You know what I mean? The chemistry is good.
It's so fresh.
And then if anything, there's like more to talk about, really, right? And
Yes. And that's the same thing with like Hollow Time. All of us, and I would say like even more so Fred and Amor and AZ, like they're live a lot. Like they're on Twitch almost every night, whether it's live themselves or active in someone else's live. And so it was like, we're not going to do this every week. Let's do it every other. And I was like, that sounds great. Let's do that.
Are you still doing Twitch regularly?
I just started up again this week. I did 2 streams on Monday and Tuesday, and was like, I missed this. This was great. So
how long was your break?
I had up until Monday, I hadn't gone live in like over 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and part of it was just not feeling like it and not wanting to do it, and then
well, you had to train for your race, which was something to talk about, right?
That too. That
kind of sits on your head for sure.
Yeah. And I always feel like doing a stream later in the night is better, but then it's like you got to wake up earlier for work or to run or whatever. It was a little bit tough to balance everything. But I really like it. I like the interaction that I have with people and being able to like talk to viewers that are chatting. That's super, super fun to me versus just like responding to a comment. Yeah, I like talking in real time. It's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So getting into your racing, when was your first running race? Like when did you start?
First one was 2019.
Oh,
Ran a marathon in 2019, and it was really inspired from this channel called Yes Theory. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but really cool YouTube channel. It's 3 guys, and their whole thing is seeking discomfort and doing things to get out of your comfort zone. So not saying yes to everything, but saying yes to the things that will help you to grow mentally,
Challenge
personally,
you. Yeah.
physically. And so this guy, he signed up for a marathon. One of the channel hosts or whatever, main guys, signed up for a marathon, but he like procrastinated training and put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off. And then it was like a week before
Oh my
the race. And he was like, I'm not going to run it because I haven't trained and everything. And all of his friends were like, no, you got to do it. You got to follow through on like what you committed to.
Yeah.
And so he ran it without barely any training. He did like 1 run and then ran a marathon.
Wow.
And I remember I was
That's
like
dead.
yeah, I was listening to a podcast with him talking about it, and I was driving, and I remember exactly where I was, and I could feel my hands start to sweat on the steering wheel, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, like that is crazy, like 26 miles. That's so long. And my birthday was coming up in like a month or so, and I was like, I would love to run a marathon before my birthday. And
You
so
did not do it right.
I got home. I looked up races,
Yeah.
and you know, my birthday is November 20th. So the last race for the season was November 10th, and there weren't any races until the spring. And I was like, I don't want to wait that long. So I signed up for the November 10th when it was 30 days out, and I ran as much as I could. And ran the marathon after that.
And these young bodies, I'm just gonna say that.
I know. It was one of those things looking back now where my running journey really started out very recklessly. And it's funny because people will call me or like, hey, I'm thinking about running a marathon. I'm thinking about doing this. You know, I'd love to call and I have some questions for you. And I'd be like, sure, absolutely. A friend called me last week and we talked about running a marathon. But what I really know about running, like technique and you know, what you should do afterwards and all that stuff, like I'm really just now starting to learn about the different runs that you do, you know, your base run and your what's that?
Your fartleks?
What is that?
I don't is like you have to do a fast cycle. You do a fast cycles in a run. So you're like running, say you do like a, you know, a 10K or whatever.
Yeah.
But in there, like you actually will have like a minute where you like kind of.
Okay. I think I understood it, but yeah, like your run isn't going to be the exact same pace. It's going to be a little bit faster.
You push it
and
a little bit
slower.
more within that, and those aren't the super long runs that you do. They're nice and short, but within that run, you challenge yourself to like go a little bit, like little bursts of energies, right?
Okay,
so those are fartleks.
So so I'm just learning about that. I'm just learning about the different heart rate zones.
Yeah,
you know, I just started learning about this stuff, and someone who's like new to running is like, yeah, you know, I was watching my heart rate and, you know, I was in zone 4. I'm like, dude, just run, man. Like, you don't have to like make it that complicated. You just put on your shoes, you tie them, and you start running, and then you stop.
I am more of that runner myself.
So, do you have a marathon goal now, like a goal time you want to get to?
I do now, and it's something that I have stayed away from for so long because I always said like that's not why I run. I run because it's a form of meditation for me, and I always feel like when I go on a run, I can work through my problems or I can avoid them for a little bit. And whatever I like really need, I always get from the run. So it was never about pace. It was never about hitting a certain time.
The end point.
Yeah, Disney. You guys know, right? And Disney races, everyone PRs and fun. So like, that's the main focus. But this year during the races, I bought like the picture. You know,
the packages.
The package, and my pictures were terrible this year because so like you see a photographer in the distance, right, and you're running towards them, but what happens is the people in front of you they start to slow down, you know, and then they like pose and they basically stop, and you're like, keep running, you know, and so my pictures were I got like one good picture each race. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But like Martin, formerly known as Brick Snaps, and I had some other friends who were in Corral A. And I saw all of their pictures and I was like, dang, they got some good pictures.
Nobody's in front of them.
I was like, oh, that's why, because there's no one else on the course. So
they were running 3 a.m. in the morning, like 3 a.m. they were there.
I know.
When's my gun going?
So I talked to Martin and I was like, I want to be in Corral A for next marathon weekend. And we talked about it and he basically said that like a 2:07 half marathon will just about get you in Corral A. And if not A, then you're definitely in B. And I was like, okay, I can live with that for sure. So
when we did the Disney, I was in Corral A, but then I went all the way back to Maria's Corral so we can rent.
Yeah. That's how you know. That's how you know.
There's so many people, right? We totally not see each other like this whole time. And I mean, when we do other races, like Disney is one of the bigger races out there. Like there's Chicago huge, and then Disney's huge. Like we would never see each other during that entire time, and he would usually be at the end waiting for me. A long time. He's already like had 3 bananas. He's already like had his foot massage. And I'll be like, I'm coming. He has the video of me like the last 10 minutes.
I actually finished the marathon with enough time. So I was in Corral D. I had a friend who was in Corral D and then another one that was in E. But my other friend went back to E to run with her. And the night before the marathon, they were like, "Are you gonna come back to E with us?" And I was like, "No. I'm getting on Expedition Everest. It's been a dream of mine for a whole year now. I've been thinking about it nonstop. I'm getting on that roller coaster." And it worked out because I got on it. And if I had gone back to E and ran with them, I wouldn't have been able to. They had closed it by the time they got there.
So so before you're full, you never even did like a 10K or a half?
No.
In your life, in
my
school?
I did a turkey trot when I was probably like 8. 8 years old, and it was just the 5K. And I remember doing it, and I hated it. I was like,
never again.
We got up so early for this. Like, what is the point? I don't get it. This is the worst parade ever.
When Hayden was a baby, we put him in the diaper dash.
Yeah.
And
all
the babies are there. All the parents are like trying to entice them.
Wait, was this on a cruise? Because they do that on the Disney cruise.
I know, I saw that.
I think it was part of the Cincinnati
Marathon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fun. That's fun.
We used to travel a lot for racing. Like we've
before.
Like when we would have like a long weekend or whatever. It's like it's the perfect amount.
I remember you saying that.
And we would just make a whole weekend trip out of it. Chicago, we would drive Friday night, come back Monday, go to work. But like we would have a solid 2 days. You know, he'll run on the Sunday. I'll take the kids around for as much as I can. But we would try to make it a big family thing. Like we'd sign up the
kids would always
the
do
older
the
kids in the 1K or the 1 miler or however. And then like really pandemic just curtailed everything, right? So we're trying to get back into it. And actually this 2024, we talked about it last year and we're like, do you think we're ready again to like go deep into like this is I know. And you know, I have to say I'm humbled by an olding body. But like you need to really put time in a full marathon. I feel like a half, I can do a half still easily I'll be sore the next day, right? I can do 10 to 15 long on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I could do probably a half and just muscle through it, but like a full, I'd be crawling at some
I'll do a
point. I'd be
3K.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw
like
this TikTok. Oh no, go ahead.
No, but like Harold's wife Christine is really getting into running.
Oh,
And
okay,
so I'm
great.
like, oh, maybe she'll do like the Disney marathon with me one day.
Do it.
Like the end of the year. Yeah.
How long?
5K?
She did a 5K, yeah. She just did a
Yeah.
5K race and
Nice.
everything, right?
Like back to
Love it.
back, it was crazy. I was
Because
like,
this is it, like when you're training, as you know, like me too, like I just love to run. Like not love to run, but to me it's again meditation.
Yeah,
it's a form of like an accomplishment. I've ticked it off and I feel better starting my day before like with the run, right? Like I just feel flushed. But you know, when you run the race, you're just that much faster than any of your training, just because the inertia,
adrenaline,
inertia just moves you through, right? So it's always it's a good thing to see, but you're so tired, like your body is wrecked. Like you're just like, oh, that's why I have blisters now.
for the marathon this year, last year was a big learning curve for my parents as far as like
where to
being
find you?
spectators. Yeah. It's like the worst spectator sport ever. But they learned, you go to Main Street and you can see them run down Main Street, and then if you leave immediately after seeing them, get on the boat and go back to the Grand Floridian, you can actually catch them as they're running past the Grand Floridian. So
but it's better nowadays because you can actually track your runner. You can actually track your runner. Versus when Nick was running a long time ago and I had kids in a stroller. We were in New Orleans. I'm like, okay, how do I cross this traffic and like run? So I'm like at the 10-miler point where he's gonna cross at the 10-miler point. My kids are like, where are we going? I'm like, run!
I don't know. We're just keep running.
We're like cutting through races. Where the racers like, excuse us.
But I started running. I think it was at like 5:30. They were getting the each corral out pretty quick, and the night before my dad was like, so how long, like you're probably gonna be running like 15-minute miles, and I was like, not at the beginning of the probably gonna be rocking like a 10-minute pace. And sure enough, that morning I was feeling it. I was feeling good, and was rocking like a 9.5 10-minute pace up until I realized like I should slow down so that they have time to like wake up and like get breakfast and then make their way to the Magic Kingdom. But my dad told me, he was like, he woke my mom and my brother up and was like, we might have to leave sooner. Robert's really moving. So, but I stopped for some characters and I was like, this will be good because it will slow me down a little bit and that kind of thing.
I feel like they need those churros on those water stops. You know what I mean? Like that would be key. I totally love it.
Oh my gosh, this marathon, it was overcast, but there were so many water stops that I was hydrating a lot, but then I wasn't sweating it because there was no sun or anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so there weren't enough bathroom stops this time around. I needed more bathrooms for sure. But they had some bananas on the course, which were great. And they had like jelly beans, which are always good.
Yeah.
But
they sold out. Like this is it. Like this race sells out. Like it goes so quickly. It's
10
like
minutes.
If you want to race it, like you really have to commit right away. And that's
which it wasn't the case 2 years ago. I remember learning. Yeah, I remember learning about the Dopey Challenge and looked it up, and there was still availability to buy it.
Did you do the Dopey this year or just the full?
Yeah, I always do the Dopey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So last year was
warm up.
It was the 10-year. It was the 10-year anniversary of the Dopey, so they were kind of like recognizing people that had run it every single year.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I was like, 10 years. I could do that. I could do that. So that's kind of my long-term goal is doing the Dopey 10 years.
No, that's awesome.
Do they still have the Goofy or only the
No,
Doughboy?
So it still have they have the Goofy.
Oh,
Okay.
But the Goofy, I think it used to be the 5K, 10K half, and now it's the half and full.
no, it was 10 for us, right? No,
No,
it was
just the half
half
and
and
full.
full, half and
Oh,
full.
it was. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, that one's fun. And then a lot of my friends, they after marathon weekend on like Tuesday or Wednesday flew out to Disneyland, California and
And did the race.
ran the 3 races there.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
they did
Yes, and that's
7
like
races total.
What's that
That's
word called?
crazy.
There's a like when you do both
The
of them,
coast to
like
coast.
coast to coast,
Coast to
Yeah.
coast. And then the challenge when you do all 3 races there, 5K, 10K half, is called the Dumbo. So people will do Dopey to Dumbo, coast to coast, and you get like a stupid amount of medals because you get you get 4 for the Disneyland races, you get 6 for Disney World, and then another one for coast to coast. So you get 11
Wow.
11 medals.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do
It's
we
a
go
lot.
so worth
And then-
it?
No.
It takes a lot of planning and a lot of money as well. How's
the recovery though?
It's the recovery is wild, but I was looking around because I forget where I put them.
I see you get
but
like this.
The thumper. You have the
Yeah,
thumper,
the thumper.
and you have like I have
Yeah,
like the
you,
wand.
wrap
I have
around
like
your
the
legs and then, like,
Well-
I have this wand that I roll on.
I have a wand. I don't know where I put them, but it's a recovery thing
Ball?
called Fire. No, it's Firefly, and
Oh.
it's basically actually wait, it might be in the closet. Here. 1 second, hold please.
Oh, please. Yeah. 'Cause I was like, oh, what is he wearing? Wait, I've seen this in the hospital. Like helps like circulates blood around your like legs.
I don't know where I put them. I forget, but it's like this thing that you put on your leg that sends
saw you wear
electric
that.
pulses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
what I was-
I'll be honest, like it was incredible, like
Like, is it
total game
cold?
changer.
Is it cold?
No,
it helps circulate
not
the
really,
blood.
but it circulates your blood. Yeah,
Oh.
and I reached out to them because I was curious. All the videos that I had seen on their Instagram were people, laying down and wearing them.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if I could wear them and walk around with them on.
Mhm.
And because you go to the parks afterwards, right? And they were like, yeah, you totally can. Would you like to do like a brand
Trial?
deal? And yeah,
Oh.
and we'll send you some and you have to make a video, but we'll send you them. And I was like, yeah, I would love that. And it was like a game changer.
Really? Firefly.
Firefly recovery, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm definitely gonna use them again next year. We'll see if I can get another deal
All right.
for next year. But
That's cool.
that was a total game changer. Very very weird feeling because of the pulses. It actually like makes your foot twitch. But yeah,
is it
they
a
worked great.
plug-in? It's a plug-in
No,
or a battery?
No,
Oh.
no. It's like a 60-hour thing, and then once it's dead, and you just throw them away and buy new ones. Yeah.
Oh, so they're
Yeah.
disposable?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I did the
So I wore 'em
plug-in.
throughout the park and-
It's weird. It was medical grade.
Well, and so that was my question was like, can I wear these while I walk around the park? And if I wasn't able to, then I wouldn't have even asked any further questions. But they were like, yeah, you can. And it was good because the next 2 days, like Sunday, Monday, I did 12-hour park days. And I was dead. I was dead by the end. I was, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm going to sleep
Do
for
they still
2 days.
give a free park entry with the races? Like that was what,
Mm-mm.
oh
Oh,
no.
wow.
No, there's
Oh,
one where there's like a party or something at one of the
The Epcot one, the food and wine.
I think the
I did
wine
that one.
the wine and dine
Yes,
race.
and then you go into the park that night
Yeah.
for feeding.
Yeah, so they have that. So I would love to do that one because
Yes,
I think
that's
that's the
a
only one
Clover.
that includes
fun.
it.
Yeah. Because when we ran
So-
the years ago, you had 1 day free.
Wow. See, that's totally worth it.
That's only
totally
if you did the
worth it.
marathon.
Only if you did the marathon, which
Budget
of course
cuts.
you're gonna do the marathon. Like,
Yeah.
I would-
Well, and now they just give Mickey ears.
So
Oh, at least you guys got Mickey ears.
Yeah, so there's
Because we
a
just-
little something.
Is
but
there? But do you guys still get like the jerseys, like the running? The
You
running
get shirts. You get
Running
shirts.
shirts?
Yeah, you
Long
got
sleeve.
Because I
6.
feel like, I mean, yes, the Disney races are quite more on the expensive side of cost for any races.
Yeah, totally.
But they didn't have a lot of swag.
Yeah.
It was very empty. Like, because like we've been to so many races that when we first got there, we're like, where is our swag? We have to buy stuff to put it in our bag. Like it was just the shirts, right? And whereas, and
But
then you would
shirts are
think
nice.
you would think that there's like other companies who would collaborate with them and just toss like, I don't know, jelly beans, like gel,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
like little
Totally.
headbands or something.
Totally,
like nothing,
totally.
though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's interesting.
But it's a
I
very
think-
empty thing. Yeah.
I think a lot of the cost, well, and I guess other marathons do this too, but for Disney, it's one of those things where
It's really exclusively them. Like they're not even gonna tell, like, because another race like series we love was the
rock and roll. Yeah,
right?
yeah. I've
So
heard
they
about
would
those.
always, of course, advertise other races like within the rock and roll spectrum. So they'll, like if you're in Seattle,
Oh,
they'll
sure.
say, Vegas is coming out, and then there's like a
Right.
little giveaway from Vegas. Like they're already trying
Oh,
to, so it's
interesting.
like your swag was full of stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
And so yeah, just like, yeah, exactly. So when we went to Disney, we're like, yay, Disney! Oh, there's nothing in here but the shirts, and then
Yeah,
those
I know.
medals, right? So
I know, but we'll save that for show and tell. But,
Mhm. And speaking
I
of,
got one here to show you.
Are we going to go into our next segment?
okay, fine.
But it's not show and tell yet.
Oh, it's not.
Oh.
Share your stories. Share your stories. Share your stories. Weekly recap.
That's great.
Very first story.
Oh,
So
share-
confused.
sharing our stories for the week.
I worked.
So this
Work.
week we had a big thing that happened for us
We did?
for the Brick Adjuster channel.
oh
on
yeah,
Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
We celebrated our 10 years
on YouTube.
on YouTube.
Oh yes, yes.
That was funny.
Congratulations.
January 24th, 2014 was
Yeah.
our first
Yay!
post.
That,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
And so, it's fun for us like to see our kids, right? Like really for me, it's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, my kids were so little. How did we grow them so big in 10 years?
Yeah, I know.
So I asked the boys to help me with a video because they haven't been in a video in such a long time. So I showed
Yeah.
them the
'Cause they're
clips of them.
grotesque.
I showed them the clips of them when they were little.
They're
Just to give them
the
vibe.
problem at
Yeah.
Brick Fair, Virginia. They contribute to the problem.
So I showed them the video of them when they were little, just to give them the vibe of.
And
how-
their voices were so high.
yeah.
They would remember how it was when they would open.
Oh, they
the
were so
openings before.
excited.
But yeah, they got excited about Sonic.
Yeah.
the Hedgehog, but
Oh
I know.
yeah, that's cool.
Like when Mason's sitting on the pool table, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a little bit obscene almost. I
It's
didn't know what was going on. I was upstairs. I just hear like this big like raucous in the basement. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess they're making a video, all of them. And
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You saw
That's
the
so great.
DVDs in the background.
oh yeah. So if you
Oh,
see
the
the video,
DVDs.
the older shots, that's how the Lego room looked.
so
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks so empty compared
It
to
was so
the.
empty. And we
the
already
most
thought we had
recent-
a lot then, right? But yeah. I
Well, a
guess
lot of the
Crazy.
Lego was in the laundry room
Yeah,
back then,
yeah.
not in this room.
Yeah. This was still a
DVDs,
pool table,
Oh.
recreational room.
Yeah.
There's even other toys. Yeah, so that was fun.
Another thing that was cool that happened this week. So last week, I was telling Harold and Bricksmith that Hayden's been trying out for the junior boys basketball team, which
For
is
school.
grade 4 to 6, and he's in grade 4. And so I was telling him they're probably gonna be picking like grade 5s and 6s, not really grade
Don't be
4s.
disappointed.
Because he was saying
Try
like
your
nobody's
best.
passing him the ball and everything.
Oh okay, yeah.
So he finds out this week that he made the team.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
So,
He's like Nick's last hope. So Nick's
Yeah.
excited, by the way.
so 10 players made the team. 2 of them are grade 4. So him and another one of his
Nice.
classmates made
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
And some of the grade 5s were like, how did a grade 4 make it and we didn't make it? So
Yeah.
It's because they
Just
suck.
Okay, wait,
No,
no.
Sorry.
When Tristan was playing.
But I still told him, just again, play your best, practice your best. But again, if they don't play you, they don't play you. But it's again just experience, right? Moving forward.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting older, then you will get more plays and stuff like that.
Right,
But,
right.
Yeah, like Nick had 3 sons, and this is the one who's probably gonna try to enter the realm of Nick's. Wow, I have a son who's playing in school because again, we put them in, we put them in like other basketball teams privately, right? Like outside a league. But we started late with Tristan, and then Mason's journey. The middle guy was impeded by
COVID.
So there were no schools at all, right? And he was also in the same league. And Hayden, I think, is
but Hayden's the best
age.
out of the 3 boys.
Oh, he's so not partial.
He has the most skill.
Is that that's the youngest? That's the youngest.
The youngest.
Yeah, my younger brother was the most athletic out of the 3 of us. He played like the most sports and all that stuff. So maybe it's because they like grow up playing.
But when they're babies, you were throwing balls at him already.
Right. Exactly. One is you're not as nervous about like the younger. You're like,
toss him the basketball.
Yeah. Just throw him out there. But then like my little brother and I, we would always play basketball together and out in the backyard, and I would just destroy him, but it's like one of those things where it's like if you play a sport with someone that's better than you, then you will get better faster. So that could be part of it.
You were instrumental in
yeah. It's all thanks to me.
That's also true for running. That's also true for running.
Yes, true for running.
To get faster,
run with fast people. The trick with that in Austin is there's so many run groups, which is awesome, but everyone wants to run and talk at the same time. And like when you're running faster, I gotta choose one. Either or talk and die by the end of the run.
Or you're like running so far ahead of you that you're like yelling.
Yeah.
Hey, so how was your weekend? Oh yeah, you can have coffee later. Okay. That's me and Nick.
Oh my gosh.
For the long run.
You and Nick at the Disney marathon.
Yo, one of the early races he signed us up for was a Valentine's Day race.
But you have to be chained to your partner.
We were chained to each other, and I think I'm an okay fast runner.
At the end, I was dragging her
but
across.
I'm with a Boston runner here, okay? And I'm like, I have welts around. Love hurts, man.
It was like a ball of.
Like, just drag me across the finish line.
Oh my gosh! I took a sip of water at the wrong time. That's hilarious.
There was a couple, like an older couple ahead of us, and they're clearly more of the racing look couple.
Sure,
like,
okay.
We're gonna beat them, right? We're gonna beat them. I'm like, I don't know about it. I think I was like starting to hyperventilate.
You were handcuffed to your partner. Oh my goodness gracious!
We didn't do that race again.
Yeah.
We're still married.
I wonder if they still do it. Wait, now I gotta do a quick Google. Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Was it a marathon or what?
It was a 10K.
10K.
It was like a 5 maybe. 5K.
Yeah.
It was a short one.
Should I also add handcuffs? Handcuffs.
Get the fuzzy one.
Oh no! That just came up with the fuzzy handcuffs. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. They're doing a race in the sheets, not in the streets. Okay.
But Austin running, it must be warm all the time. Like what would
No,
be the coldest?
we were talking when I got back from Orlando, it was 25 degrees.
Oh, okay.
So it was cold for Texas. I got off the plane and I was like, what is this?
Where am I?
Where it's
Am I in
supposed to
Detroit?
be warm. It's supposed to be warm. What the heck? But I mean it beats Detroit. So as far as how cold it is.
Well, if you're ever interested in Detroit, there is the what's it called? The U.S. to Canada race.
The free press. The free press.
Is it the free press?
Free press. The free press marathon.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And you run through the tunnel, and so
that was my. Was that my Boston qualifier?
Yeah, that was your Boston qualifier.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
But you have
That's
to
awesome.
give your passport at one
Yeah,
part,
that makes
and then
sense.
you get
Wait,
it
wait,
back
wait, wait,
again.
wait. Do you bring it racing with you, or do you just
have
show
to-
it beforehand?
No, I think it's I think you have to bring it with you, or you had to show
I
it
think
at a
you
certain
showed.
point.
I think we showed it during the.
Registration.
Yeah, the
So
registration.
Oh, okay.
And everything
Okay,
already
yeah.
stamped and everything, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wow, they
Yeah.
stamp it then. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've
just
never
again,
run that, but
lots of races that are really
It's
It's
fun
a
a
out
fast.
there.
It's a flat one. It's a fast one.
Flat is what you want.
Flat
to
and
do.
fast.
If you ever want to one day, do Boston. I haven't done Boston. I'll be the 80-year-old.
That's gonna be doing
'Cause that's
the
my-
5 majors. That would be like a goal. That's a goal.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. There were a lot of people from Austin that were in. What's the one in Germany? Is it Berlin?
Yes, Berlin.
That is
Yeah,
considered one of the majors.
Yeah.
So yeah, there were a lot of people that did that one, and then also a lot that were in New York. New York looks the most fun.
New York,
I think,
I would love to do New
out
York.
of all of them.
And that's just so hard
I
to
feel
get
like
into. Like
people show out for that one. Yeah, I know.
It's almost like a
That's what I've heard.
lottery. It's like beyond the qualifiers. It's almost like a lottery.
Yeah.
Like you're already fast, and you're like have to go in the lottery.
Right. That's crazy.
Right? And then also London, which were the qualifiers.
London, Chicago.
and Chicago.
London, Chicago,
Yeah.
New York, Boston, Berlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I heard
Japan.
rumors that they're going to add Japan as well. They'll add a sixth
Oh,
one.
nice.
Yeah.
But,
that's
like
pretty
getting
cool.
into
Running there.
Lego when we were in like racing, it was equally expensive, right?
Mm,
Like
mhm.
drawing, like we were running
Sure.
a lot. Like you would think, okay, running as a sport, it's cheap. You just put on a good pair of shoes.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
cheap and
expensive,
fun.
like-
It's really expensive.
Right?
It's very expensive.
And so at one point, I'm like, okay, how many races can we do? And then you add traveling in. If there are places that we can drive to, we would drive to it. But like
Right.
we
start getting the gear. Like all
Yeah.
the running shoes are expensive. You start getting the watches with the
Mm-hmm.
Garmin's. and then-
Yep. I just bought my first Garmin. I bought
Oh.
the headphones, the Bluetooth headphones that like go over your ear and they don't go
Oh,
in your
okay.
ear. They go
Oh,
over
that's
it.
what. Yeah, Mason
And,
just got
um,
that from Raf.
I
It just goes on your
wear them for
phone.
the
Like, how do
marathon.
you like it?
I don't like them. I don't
I
like
still
them.
want something in my ear. I feel.
Yeah. Well, and what I don't like is they said it's 8-hour battery life. So I was like, oh, this will totally last me the whole
Six.
marathon. And it lasted like maybe 4 hours.
Oh,
and then
wow.
they died.
Oh no.
And I ran like a good probably 8 miles with nothing.
nothing.
And I was just
Oh.
chilling. So yeah, I was pretty pissed off about that.
Mhm, mhm.
Because like my first marathon, I had AirPods in and those died. And
Mhm.
after that, I was just like, all right, screw it. I'm only ever using
Yeah.
the wired headphones, and I'll
Yeah.
just kind of suffer through it.
Yeah.
And this year, I was like, okay, I'll get the Bluetooth headphones, and
Yeah.
they
I
didn't.
can't remember when it
They weren't
was. Like
great,
when we
so.
first started running, of course, like there were no AirPods, right? Like we're running
Yeah,
and it's
sure.
like these things, right?
Walkman.
So yeah,
Right.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
But or like the iPods, right? Not even like
iPod.
music in your phone, iPods, and I'd have
Yeah,
like a brick.
yeah,
I have a
the
brick
big
on my
thing, like,
arm,
dude.
right?
Yeah.
But at one point with racing for safety, we were almost not allowed to have music.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
And so
Yeah.
that was like a weird sensation
Oh,
because
wow.
you're so used to
Because
your
of the
playlist.
traffic. with the
And then I
cars.
think the first
Mhm.
times I started running a race without music, I'm like, oh my God, who's that breathing like Darth Vader around me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's me! What is that sound? Oh my God.
I
oh my
saw
God,
this
it's me.
sign. I saw this sign at the Disney Marathon, which was so funny. It was "Your headphones don't make your farts silent," and I saw it and died laughing. Because as a runner, you know when you feel that fart coming on, you're like, "Is this a fart? Is it not? Do I risk
Yep.
it? I don't know."
It's a
stepping on a duck.
collective. It's a collective whole of running and
A
stuff.
marathon is just people running in one direction and farting
Yeah.
throughout it. That's what it is.
Leave it in your wake. So
Yeah.
Harold, how was your week? You had a
was-
lug meeting, right?
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I was busy at work. Yeah, the lug meeting was fine because we have a show coming up next week, next Saturday. It's our
Which one's that?
RVA birthday, so we've just
Oh,
been
Oh, RVA.
coordinating like the layout and whatnot. Which I probably have to start packing that because when
Oh my
I
gosh.
come back from our work trip, I have full of brick and then load it
Go.
all the stuff into the car to drive early in the morning to set up.
Oh my gosh. I feel like you have been very busy with like this castle going in and out of your car. Like this will be like the 4th time now.
Yeah, 4th
Dang.
time. And each
Wow.
time
Dang.
it's different because now it's a little bit more modular.
Mm.
So upstairs
That's
it doesn't
better.
hang around with packing, so it doesn't break.
At least you'll be a pro by the time you guys start going to Chicago. But you're not bringing it?
I'm not bringing that to Chicago.
Christine's like, I'm coming, right?
Too much.
Me or the castle?
I know. So like, because Harry still has school that week.
I know. Yeah, we're like
Yeah.
pulling Hayden out. Oh, but that's his
Okay.
last week because Hayden's is like maybe second last week.
Oh yeah.
And we're just gonna have one kid
Wow.
this year in Chicago because the other
Oh.
2 are in school or working
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
Wow.
That suddenly, and there's Hayden who's like, I don't want to go. The brothers aren't coming. I'm like, be an only child. It's great.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
like,
get to
Harry's
go
coming.
to a Lego convention
Yes.
and you're the only child. That means
Yes,
you're gonna get
exactly.
Lego. Like
Yes.
they're gonna buy you Lego.
They're over Lego now.
They're
Yeah,
over, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rob, I guess this week you were hanging out with Shy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this weekend hung out with Shy, watched the Lions game, cried
Oh,
a
they
little bit
won.
for that. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like the Lions have been crapped on by anyone and everyone for my entire life.
Yeah.
That, like any success, I'm just like over the moon about it.
I guess Barry Sanders was before your time.
He was, yeah. And
Okay.
I mean, even he couldn't even get past, the first round of playoffs when he was playing. So but yeah, he was definitely before my time. And what else did I do this week? Went on my first run since the marathon.
It is hard to get
which
back
is,
in a bit, right? Like
I
the
know.
mindset, like
I know. And I was
Maybe go,
still in
yeah.
Florida until the race was the 7th, and then I was in
Mhm.
Florida till the 15th. And then once I got back, that kind of started my like 2-week rest period in my like mentally for me. And so now it's been 2 weeks, so I'm like back into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have like a running crew, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What are they
Gene
called? Tribes?
and the Bricklayers. We go running together.
Oh, that's so good.
Every
and
weekend?
It's great.
Is that
just
like
Just kind of when we can.
Okay.
And yeah, it's great to have them because
For sure. No.
I feel like if I didn't, I wouldn't run for another like month.
Exactly.
And you guys do
Yeah.
like the whole coffee thing afterwards?
Yeah.
No, we usually just run. Yeah, we usually just run
Yeah.
and then like
It
go
does.
about our
There's
day.
an accountability factor when you're running with someone. You know what I mean? Like you can't not meet with them.
Yeah,
And then
Totally.
it does make the run go so much faster. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend at work too. We like to run together sometimes after work. And the
Sure.
5K, sometimes I'll struggle through it. But when I run with her,
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, maybe we can do another one because we did.
Yeah.
You know, we're still talking about this person from work, so we have to put another kilometer.
Well, that's the
Not
thing.
gonna
You know, if
do
you
it.
ask Gene or if you ask Danielle, like I don't really talk on the runs, but I'm there, and
Yeah.
you know, I listen. So I've become great at girl talk because I just I'm a great listener now. You know, I've heard that's what girls like. So
Yeah.
a
What
good
else?
listener.
Tell me. What else?
Yeah.
That's
And how
funny.
did that make you feel?
Yeah. And then it's like a whole kilometer.
And then another 3 miles goes by.
Yeah. No, that's
Funny.
good. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
a big difference, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
We're heading to the next one.
Ready for our next segment?
Which is
Absolutely.
It's time for show and tell.
Cut this up.
Why? Oh, I see.
whoa.
Wow, that's an interesting. I don't think we've ever used that layout before. for 3.
Oh, this is like a
like the yearbook, right? Like, how do you want the 8x10?
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
the
yeah,
5x10?
yeah, Yeah. This is interesting.
Oh. So usually Marie goes first.
Ladies first. Makes sense.
Yeah, ladies first.
All right. What do you got?
Okay, because we're hoarders, not hoarders, and in celebration of the race that you did, we just wanted to bring out our originals, our pair.
Yes.
Spooky
Nice.
Hmm.
What year is this?
This was
2011.
2011. And
Nice.
how old were you? You were 11.
I
No,
I was
I know.
15. Not far off though.
So they're colored now, right? Now they're colored.
These
They're
ones
colored
were
now.
very like monochromatic.
This is
like,
back in the day.
This
Oh,
was
wow.
the
It's
marathon.
kinda cool.
This was the
Daffy Duck.
Half?
half. Yep, half.
Yeah.
And then you have the Pluto
Donald's
that
usually
just
the half.
says the Goofy. So Goofy is a Goofy.
Oh.
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And of course, we have
Goofy.
everything in pairs. And
Yeah,
I mean,
they
we
have
always
their
just
own-
have them in Ziplocs. All of our medals are in Ziplocs. Like, you know, some people would like
Wait,
put
do
them
I-
on frames.
Should I just have one medal. Should I have all of the medals to show y'all?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay. I'll be
Yeah.
right back. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Please.
okay.
Wait, wait
Oh, okay.
for.
So those are the 3 races that we had. So they were very much like, you know, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, which is very
And then
Disney.
They have like the
banner.
The
so,
date.
2011.
January 9. And I mean, it's so fun. It really is, Harold. If you want to put your body through some crazy stress running, it's really fun because in every mile there's a character.
Yeah.
You are in Disney. The Disney air does feel magical when you're running through it, right, Rob? Like they infuse some amazingness when you're running the races.
We had a conversation about doing it.
Ooh, I like how they have the date.
I know.
They don't have the date anymore.
No.
So I feel like when we did the races, it's very, you know, very
Yeah.
Disney, right? With the characters of Disney, the Mickey,
January
Donald, and
20.
Goofy.
Yeah, they're super enjoyable. Like it's not there's like all of 10 people that run a Disney race to actually like
to
for
win
a time.
the cash prize. They really want
Yeah.
that $100,000. Sure, let them have it.
Is there a
But
cash
for-
prize? There's not a
There
cash
is a
prize,
cash
is there?
prize. There
Is that
is.
actually?
Yes,
What?
for sure.
Oh,
It's not $100,000.
It's a game changer. Rob's like
nice.
round A and
Disney
cash prize.
Marathon cash.
I want to say
No, the Kenyans are gonna win.
30 plus K. Like it's a lot.
What? No way. I'm
70K?
seeing here there
You gotta
isn't
look it up.
any
You gotta look it up.
prize money for the marathon 2022.
None
Or
anymore?
it's earned.
There was a cash prize when we were
Oh,
in.
maybe there was.
Maybe in the past.
Right.
Yeah, maybe in the past.
Oh, that's crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. Okay,
So,
cool.
but yeah,
sorry.
it's always and again, if you ever watch marathons, like the lead pack, they're so gorgeous.
They're like gazelles.
So gorgeous. Like I'd be running halfway
Yeah,
through still the main race.
They're almost running in slow
they're-
motion,
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, they all have
And
the
in my
same
head, I'm like,
ride.
I run like them.
Yeah.
And then I see a video of me and I'm shuffling.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, who is that running? That's not
you hear,
me.
You hear like Chariots of Fire, that music going.
Da, 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 da.
My legs are going off the floor.
And then you just feel like you're just graceful beautifulness.
Ba,
And then,
ba, 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 ba. Yeah, and you see the video, you're like, who is that like
Why am I
clumsy
that-
person running down the
what
running down Main Street?
Quasimodo is that? Oh, that was me. Anyways, I also want to share my last race at Disney, which was 2016, and this was
Nice.
the inaugural.
Oh,
what's it called?
cool.
The Epcot one, the Wine and Dine.
This is
Wine and
Ratatouille.
Dine. Oh, that's the first. Wow, that's so
Ratatouille.
I forgot
cool.
you guys went to
The
that
two-
one.
There was a 2-course challenge.
yeah.
Two-course
So yeah,
challenge,
Wine
nice.
and Dine half marathon and full marathon, right? So I did that, and that was really fun. That was
Mickey Mouse.
2016.
Wait, there was a full marathon for the Wine and Dine?
2-course challenge. So I think it was like maybe a 10 and a half.
Oh, 10 and a half. Yeah, okay.
But
makes sense.
11.5. So there's the date right there. And I mean, I have all of the race shirts. I still run in these race shirts. They're like one of my favorites. They're like in my constant rotation. That
Yeah.
you know, like 2016
really
was
great,
one of
actually.
my. I feel like I had my last baby in 2014. I wanted to show that I can still keep running. But I have to say, having 3 kids was a bit more challenging on time in general to commit
Yeah.
to races. That 2016 was
Yeah.
probably my last running race and then pandemic. So
Yeah.
actually this last fall, I have a friend who keeps running the Toronto full marathon, and the girlfriend of mine who I ran, we're like, we need to go to the expo just to get like more current race shirts, because we know that sometimes they give away the year's previous race shirts. And so,
do they
you know,
really?
they do.
Wow.
Or they will like give it for like a charity cost, like $1 or $5, because there's there's so many race shirts that still dry fit, right? And you know, way back in the day, for the sake of ethics, we would never wear a race shirt that we'd never ran into. But now we're like, whatever. I need something newer. I need something more current. And you know, it's saying 2011, 2016, 2014.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Right.
Supposed to
you're not supposed to run in a shirt that you've never raced in. For good juju vibes, right?
Yeah.
So those were my collection of nice hefty metal.
That's something that I actually don't. It's like a superstition thing for me. So you know, you get the Disney shirts right at the expo, but and a lot of people will run in that shirt. For like the 5K. No, I don't run it, and I actually don't wear it at all before that race. I actually will bring. This year I brought last year's shirts, and I wore the night before. I wore that. Like the 5K, the night before the 5K, and that was my first time ever actually wearing the shirt.
Okay, cool.
It's just I don't know. It's like a superstition
we
thing.
Don't
for
wear
me.
our race shirts too until after you run the races and everything.
And I don't know why. There's no reason behind it. There's no reason to rhyme, but it's just like I don't.
You want to make sure you complete that race first.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But we dressed up actually when we ran our races. We were actually thing 1 and thing 2.
Amazing.
So you know, we were from the other parks, so we would get other people who are dressed up going, "Go back to your park," which is Universal's.
Yeah.
Does Universal have a race? Does Universal have
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Which is why, like, I think about Disney and I think about there are a lot of people that love Universal and for good reason. There are like awesome rides there. But then like you think about what Disney has, and they have the races and they have the cruise line and they have the this and that. And like
their marketing
it's just like
is
next level of customer
and
vacation
they were very
experiences.
smart, you know, finding that niche, because after Christmas, really, people are spent. Why would you go back to the parks in January, right? And suddenly, let's have a race in January, and that's it. That's what makes their park crazy busy.
Brings them back. Yeah,
for sure.
That's cool though. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Rob, what do you got?
Okay, well, real quick, we'll do a Lego pickup. So I got here's the glasses again. So I got the world map a few double points ago, and just finished it, put it up on the wall. It looks awesome. And now my next project is buying all of the architecture sets and putting them around the world map. Okay. So I won a gift card from Jay Ong, the Jay's Brick blog.
Yes.
So he sent it to me. So I went to the Lego store and got the London, which the gift card was $50. This was $40. And I saw that they had white masonry brick on the pab wall. So I got a full box now of pab brick.
Yeah,
it's all
here.
Wait. I gotta open it up and show you. Because it's all
is it packed to the brim.
Oh yeah.
A white mace. Wow.
It's all packed in there.
Wow.
So, and of course I'm standing there putting all of the pieces together so that they can be stacked, and I'm hearing people check out, and it's like, oh, $85 threshold will get you the Year of the Dragon GWP, and I was at like $55 basically with the two things. So I was like, well, I mean, a $30 Star Wars set that just happened to come out recently, box of boys. So I got that along with the Year of the Dragon.
Nice.
So yeah, you go to the Lego store thinking you're going to spend just $40 and not spend actually any money because it will just be covered by the gift card, and then you spend $90.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Thanks a lot, Jay. Oh, your fault. Okay, and then this is the 5K here.
I'm excited.
colorful it is.
That is so fun.
This one,
Oh,
yeah,
it moves.
Wow.
It's
goes up and down.
That's next level.
That's crazy.
Maybe I need to like bust
Wait,
my
can
vibe.
I see the
Oh,
ribbon?
yeah. The ribbon, it's just pretty basic. Just says Walt Disney World 5K
But no date, eh?
on it. No date, which I like yours better. That has the date. It has
But there's a date
2024.
on. There's a
on
date
the
on the
back.
medal.
On the
The
medal.
medal says 2024.
And the medal says 2024, but that's it. 2024.
Very nice.
No, like
Pluto.
official
Where
date.
is
So
the
this
5K?
Pluto-
Where is the 5K running at? Like out of
5K is just through Epcot. So you do like a
Oh.
mile outside of it, and then basically about 2 miles through the park, and then you finish in the Epcot parking lot. This is the 10K. It's Chippendale.
Ooh, that's fun.
That was cool.
Oh, it's an acorn.
Yeah.
I like the new ones better.
It's not focusing.
I know, right? I
I
think
know,
Harold, are
Harold.
we ready for 2025? No,
So-
is that sold out already?
15 will
No,
run.
it goes on sale in April. So
Watch
this
the
one goes
kid.
up and down too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Half marathon is Donald and Daisy.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
Dang.
focus. And
Oh,
then
I
this
forgot
one
half marathon's
spins.
13 miles.
Oh,
Oh,
it spins.
me and Nick have not
like
had
to
a
run a
race
13
medal in a
mile.
while.
Okay.
Who are these
Finish
people who
with
get to
that?
design medals?
Yeah. I want that job. This one's the full marathon.
Mickey and Minnie.
Dang.
And this one,
nice.
the middle spins.
Oh, the middle
26
spins.
miles. No thanks.
I don't know. You say that now, Harold.
This one- This
No,
one's my
Wendy's really
favorite.
hurting.
Just I love the coloring of it.
Oh, yeah. That
Oh
one.
yeah.
And this
Does
goes
he
back
move?
and forth.
Oh, I
Oh.
see. Cute. That's nice.
And I like this one the best because it's the only one that shows all 4 parks. So you've got Epcot,
Oh.
Magic Kingdom,
Yeah.
the Tree of Life, there, Animal Kingdom,
That's the Goofy,
and
Yes, that's the Goofy.
and Tower of Terror. Which I guess the marathon you run through all 4 parks.
Mhm.
And then this one's the Dopey.
I know.
So and the Dopey, I was like, compared to the others, the Dopey is kind of just basic, but
Right.
it's because there are lights. I don't know if you
What?
so if you
What?
look at this,
Was LED?
Here, wait.
Yes, we do, Shy. We really
Oh,
have.
okay, wait. Here we go.
Is that what happened? Oh. Damn, they're getting really fancy with this stuff.
Yep. So the medals are awesome.
That's awesome.
And I just got a wall mount for him, so all my races from the last two years are all hung up. And there's a Castaway Key 5K that you can do that's free if you go on a Disney
Oh,
cruise.
the cruise. Okay.
And so I got a medal for that as well,
Oh,
which is
cool.
cool.
How do you sign up for that? Just on the cruise, or do you sign
You
pre-cruise?
you don't even sign up. You just go
Go.
in the morning at
Oh,
like
okay,
8 o'clock,
cool.
and you're just like, hey, where do I go for the 5K? And they're like, just start right there. And then they're
Have
like,
you-
you just run it, and then you come back and you're like, I ran the 5K, and they're like, cool, here's a medal.
No
So-
way.
Have you heard
Yeah.
Have you heard about the cruise runs?
Yeah, there is like an official Castaway K cruise run, but I don't know when that is.
No,
So-
like this cruise goes to like several different islands, and you actually have like a race in each of the islands.
Oh, it's not a
Yeah.
Disney thing. Not
no,
a Disney
no,
thing.
No, no. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
cruise,
A bunch of our friends used to do them.
No,
So
I
they
haven't heard
got,
this.
I guess it was around the Caribbean, and so each time it docks, you would do like a 2K run, a 2K race, or a 5K race,
Okay,
or
cool.
like a 3K prediction run.
Yeah.
And so
Cool.
yeah, a bunch of my running friends would do the
But this is it. When we also got into running, we were
runs.
always like at the younger spectrum of everybody, right? Everybody was like
Mm.
then in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and now we're the ones in our 40s. But like
Yeah.
when we were running, we're like, how do you go on
age is
cruises?
just
And
a
you know,
number.
we had the infants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why are you here? We don't know.
Well, that's one thing that I love about Disney races is You'll find people of all
Oh,
ages,
sure,
shapes,
for
sizes,
for sure.
weights,
This
heights,
is it.
everything.
Races is like
Yeah.
you know that you're in that same company of crazies who will wake up at 3 in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and then
There are
like
Disney adults, and then there are Run Disney adults, and the
Yes.
Run Disney adults are like, you guys are crazy. Like,
yes,
stay away
it's
from
a
them.
next level.
It
It's
really
a
is a
next
next level of
Yeah. But it is
crazy
an
Disney adult.
excellent race series altogether. And before too, I don't know how if they're still happening, but like they had princess races,
Mm-hmm.
and they also had like the Star Wars
one's-
races. Is the Star
Oh,
Wars still happening?
No, Star Wars isn't a thing. They have a
Oh,
princess half
Yeah.
marathon.
Princess
That's
Half Marathon. April, I think, like around that time.
no, I think that one's actually coming. It's coming
Oh,
up in
February.
February,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's the springtime surprise is
Oh.
in like April.
Because
The reverse
Europe,
of
when
Star
they had the
Wars.
Star Wars, it's like it was I think
Mm.
villains in Disney World,
Yeah.
Star
Mhm.
Wars heroes in
Oh,
Disneyland.
okay.
I
And
know
like-
all of
like
Run
coast
Disney
to
are
coast.
like, bring those
Yeah.
back, bring those back. Those were so
Exactly.
cool.
When were they?
Exactly.
Like 20.
Before pandemic. It was
okay.
one of those
Yeah,
things
we-
I'm like, oh my god, this is so awesome. I would love to run these.
We were signed up for a 5K. My mom, my brother, and I. We were signed up for a 5K, a Star Wars 5K.
And they canceled
In
that.
April of 2020, and so yeah, they
2020.
canceled it. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, that
So
was
I
probably-
had like a stormtrooper shirt and a hat.
Oh, so
and so-
cool.
Yeah, so I wore them for the half marathon last year.
Yeah.
So I still got to wear them, but yeah,
Dang.
Canceled.
be cool.
Harold, what do you got?
Chicken go cluck cluck.
Speaking of Disney, I got
Cow
that
don't moo.
Stitch and the Samurai.
Ooh,
What is
yeah.
little
this?
Stitch.
So it was kind of crazy. I never knew Tokyo Pop, which is a popular manga company,
Oh.
like teamed up with Disney, and then they have like this
No
cool
way.
story.
What?
Yeah,
That's
you can get this on Amazon.
awesome.
It's on sale. So this is the complete collection. I think it's like 7 in total,
Oh wow.
and it's kind of cool. They have
How
like
did
a
you find this
Flipperama
out?
thing.
Just it's really nice.
Yeah, it just like popped up, so it's kind of cool.
Hmm.
I haven't read
You
it
just
yet.
ordered that online?
Yeah, I just ordered it online.
Oh, okay.
It was recommended, and I was like, "Is this real?"
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
me
so I
too.
just did a Lego set. I built that new
cool.
like Space Rover one.
How
Sweet.
did you like the build?
This
The
new
space
like
series.
dark orange color, but I don't like this.
What's
part.
this tag in the front? What is that? Oh,
It's supposed to be like, I guess the what holds it all.
oh.
I don't know, but it spins with it and then doesn't really look that great.
Huh.
Weird.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm liking the new space stuff. Not Lego.
That's from.
but I did get Pokemon.
Hey.
The Mega Blocks.
Oh.
Yeah, Mega Vlogs.
Was it on
So
sale?
it's $23 on it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I got this for $7.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
pick that up for sure.
You didn't build it
Last
yet.
thing, before I went to my meeting, I went to Bricks and Minifigs, and I got like one of those.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
the stand things. Nice.
Pretty nice. I don't know what to put in here.
I was gonna say, who do you select?
I
To go in
know
there.
it's like
Mm.
I have
Most expensive minifigs. Do that.
like
Favorites,
these are
yeah.
all my minifigs.
I know. Like, how are you gonna?
Whoa!
Who makes the cut? Who
Yeah.
makes the cut?
Like-
Ugh.
Yeah.
I would be hurt if I didn't
Of
make the
work. So
Make them run a half marathon, and whoever runs it fastest, they
Throw
get. Yeah, yeah.
this is all like my Brickmania like custom
Army.
cut. Oh
army
my
guys. I
god.
have like some like Citizen Brick Clips graphics.
Like,
Of like I
graphics,
think
yeah.
this is supposed to be President Obama. You see that? I
Mm.
might have to go to my other cam. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I forgot I had these. And these are all my Iron Man. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, cool. All
Remember
the Iron
when
Man
I used to,
figs.
like these. Yeah,
That's
Iron
dope.
Man.
Wow.
That.
How
Oh,
many
Batman.
are in that container? Oh, I guess you sometimes double them up. It's not
One,
even
two.
like
Oh,
Yeah.
Batman.
it's like really 24. Oh no, 4
8,
times 7.
16.
How much is that case?
32. At least 32.
Yeah.
Oh, I
How
see
much-
some Davy Jones in
those
there.
are so fun.
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls.
Where are those cases
Yeah,
from?
I have,
Like,
like,
Hobby Lobby?
I forgot this figure even was released, like the Jesus figure.
What?
Jesus.
Is that Citizen Brick?
No, this is
That's-
like old
Is
Eclipse
he on a
graphics.
cloud? What is
Oh.
that? Just his gown?
Nick, where do we get
floating around
these?
him?
You were really into these, like The Walking Dead.
Oh, Eclipse graphics.
Eclipse graphics too.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to show yours now? I don't even know what that we have them. Right behind me.
Oh, this is like my brick tactical stuff.
good.
I don't know if
Graphics.
I can show these. But yeah, these are like all my like wife
Star Wars.
Oh, I see.
Customs.
Ahsoka.
I see. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ahsoka stands out like a
Just stands
sore
out.
thumb. Yeah, orange with white and
That
blue.
tan, man. That tan.
Yeah.
But no, this is kind of cool. I don't know what to put in here, so I guess we'll figure it out the next time. But yeah, this is all my Clone Army custom stuff.
Oh,
They look
nice.
so neat.
Yeah,
You got to get more.
because they're
of
clones.
those,
They got to stand at attention.
Yeah, all
get more of the
clone ones.
cases, and then everyone can have a home.
Yeah.
All the boys.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess
I love minifigs.
next week
Oh, I
I'll decide what to put in there. Yeah.
Oh, you can show us next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
might put LEDs in here. I have a lot of extra LEDs and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not it.
We got 2 cameras.
This one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Cam 2.
Cam 2.
Cam 2.
Cam too.
Wow.
Okay, so what I built this week was
I helped build it. Oh,
yeah, Maria helped build it.
I know it's my first build of the 2024.
Nice.
Was it
Nice.
And
Okay.
Ooh, Spider-Man.
Look how
Cool.
close it is to the
Do you-
tongue.
Do you guys?
We did
Do you-
not move the tongue. He just like it's like to the millimeter. It's like
no,
Yeah.
perfect
I
right
set up
under.
Spider-Man.
the tongue perfectly
It does. It
because
looks great.
I figured
think-
you could put 3 pictures here.
I'm like, what 3
Okay.
pictures? He's
and
already
then
has
Far
a.
put one
away,
picture below
The Spider-Man
the tongue.
looks
One
pretty
picture
good.
above the
Yeah.
tongue, and then you can have.
When you look
pictures
close
here.
to it, it's like, oh.
Nick has
Yeah.
forward
Yeah,
thinking.
from afar, the
It looks
Spider-Man
really cool.
And then
What-
when you get closer, the legs look kind of
The box was heavy.
weird up here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that a little
And then
bit.
from the side, the
Spider-Man.
head
Oh.
kind of.
It looks so awesome in person. Like the pictures that on like Lego website, I feel just don't do it justice
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
But
Vibrant,
yeah,
was
that's
very
just
fine.
vibrant.
to build.
Looks very
That
vibrant.
might.
what do you guys have a Lego room tour video on
Lots.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Almost
You do?
every
Okay,
month.
okay,
The
okay,
latest
good,
one-
good. I gotta
The latest
I gotta
one is
check those
with,
out.
Brick and Brood.
Brick and Brew
So,
just
you know
last
Brick and
fall.
Brood, right?
Yeah, of course.
He came and visited.
Okay,
and
cool.
So I did.
Oh, I remember that.
a
Yeah,
Lego
yeah.
room tour.
Okay, I gotta
But,
check that out because your Lego
Just
room is
for
awesome.
just for Rob the Builder, we can do like a quick little look see here.
Little tour for me.
Lego room.
Yeah. Nice.
Guys, I want that Squirtle.
He's
The
fun.
span
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
of
run
It's a
out of
great
space.
setup. Yeah, I've only really seen, what the camera that Atemaan is on because
On this look.
yeah, I've just seen I've seen that much of your Lego room. So
And then we have like
But that's why when you look at
Our
our,
second
the
Lego
old ones
rooms.
with the boys very little, like
oh my gosh. Oh, you got all the Star Wars stuff in there.
this is a
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Oh, that's my
And all
room right
the-
there.
Purchases.
I
Is that
started
is that a
dusting.
UCS
I feel
um,
like yeah.
Star Destroyer?
Super Star Destroyer and the Star
Star
Destroyer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I,
I guess
feel
I've
like
never
we
seen it that
started
much
dusting
from the back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Nice.
this is,
So many great sets.
Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger. I love that haunted house. And then Nick has them like categorized according to
Wait, what are all the boxes? Are those sets
That's
that you
all
haven't
the Lego
opened?
orders.
I don't even know.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh!
It used
All
to
right,
be
I'm booking
behind
my
the
trip to
Millennium
Toronto. I'll
Falcon.
come
Yeah.
help you. I'll come help you
Anytime.
build.
We do have a futon down here. We could be in the
Yeah.
Lego room.
Oh my
Imagine
gosh!
that we like rent out
Oh,
this
cool, the
Airbnb.
Technic
Yeah, Maria
cars.
got him the
Yeah,
the
that
car
idea.
stand. Oh, there's the DVDs.
Yeah, some.
Wait, where are the DVDs?
Not even. This wasn't even like any.
Oh,
of
there
the
they are. Yeah, yeah. That's
They're
awesome.
relegated here now.
That's so great.
Like
But
his
you know,
wrestling
you
DVDs
still
and stuff.
need DVDs
Oh.
some days.
I got a question. I got a question for you guys. The images for like the thumbnail and for that you post on the stuff that you post on Instagram, is that a drawing that someone's done, or is that like an AI?
It's an
AI.
AI drawing.
It's an AI
drawing.
drawing.
So you-
Interesting.
I can show you after, but you just
Yeah.
stick like any photo, and then it draws a picture of it.
Interesting. Okay, cool. I had a couple of
Yeah,
people
that's
ask me
cool.
about that. I was like, did someone draw you, or what is happening?
Why do I look so handsome?
Like there's no lines, no fine lines.
Come on, Nick. Have your
Very
AI
dry.
draw me like one of your French girls. Come on.
That's a Titanic
Yes,
reference.
I know.
On the spot. Okay. I think we're ready for our last segment,
Oh, our son's
Which
home.
which is
It's time for news you can use.
news that you can use. Thanks to Alan the Brick Fan.
We look forward to the music now.
Let's go back to Yum
Hopefully,
Yum time.
hopefully we can.
Yum Yum time.
What was that?
There's no advertisements for Empire Strips Back.
No more Empire strips.
Oh
back.
darn! Were
Just
you guys
like
actually
Reebok.
getting ads for it?
Yeah. Like the last so many weeks now. We're like,
Wow, it was
I
like
don't know what Nick's
double ads
looking into.
too.
I wasn't clicking anything.
I hope this isn't my Valentine's Day present.
Okay.
No, Nick and I are
What's this?
going. We're going.
Lego officially announces Piece by Piece
Oh,
movie
with
with Pharrell.
Pharrell. Wow, Pharrell's everywhere.
What is
Pharrell's
this?
like
What?
the
I saw that.
design
What I thought it
director
was-
of LV.
What I thought it was an army man. Like just looking at the picture
Yeah.
without anything, I thought it was an army man. I was about to text Shy and be like, "Dude, they're
Yeah.
doing army man." No, it's just
It
Pharrell.
looks
Or
like
like
Minecraft.
Minecraft too.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Gold,
kind
gold,
of.
Gold to
Mr.
Minecraft.
Gold.
Yeah.
October 11, telling the story of Pharrell
Wait.
Williams' creative genius. One Lego brick at a time. Interesting.
October 11th.
Yep.
Dang.
Everything is so like forward, like in the future, right?
What?
Like,
Why are
even
they talking about it now?
planting
Whatever.
the seeds? Planting the seeds.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
Okay, what else do we have?
Yeah, that's cool. Wait. What did that say? Pharrell becomes partner.
Oh, we're gonna have a Pharrell minifigure.
Creative.
No, go up a little bit more to just the title of that section.
Focus
Yeah,
features
focus feature-
partners. What's
Oh,
focus
oh.
features?
Oh, Will I Am.
Like a Pharrell William, my mother. I mean, he actually is part of the director group for Louis Vuitton.
Oh,
Pharrell.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, this last year.
Interesting.
All right.
look at the ads I'm
Oh,
getting
suitable
now.
swimwear.
Yeah, w-
This
Yeah, yeah.
spring.
Skincare.
Lego Love Gift Box.
Gift with purchase. Is that an honor?
I guess this is for
For
Valentine's Day.
Day.
Animal is this?
It's a bear.
It's,
Oh,
It's a bear?
looks like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Teddy bear.
In a box.
yeah.
Wait,
But
so
do
you
you
can
get-
have it
Yeah,
without the box?
exactly. Do you
The
have
red
it?
panda kind
Does
of.
it slip out
There's
of
a
the
little bit of
box?
chocolate there. They got some chocolate on the edge.
Oh,
That's
what
fun.
That is.
That's fun.
I thought it was like
Is
the
that-
little cat box thing.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
heart. It's a heart with chocolate in it.
Yes, it's a heart. Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
that's cool.
That's cool. I'm so single.
How much do
oh,
we have
it
what?
comes
to
out.
spend?
The bear comes out.
Yeah, it comes out.
Look at
You
the
slip it
side.
out.
Oh, got it.
Oh, you could change the eyes.
It's a Shiba Inu dog. It's not a bear, guys.
Oh.
I don't know. I was like, I've seen that somewhere.
The bear.
But okay, bear. I thought it
It was
was
very
Now it
like,
looks like a dog.
yeah. Shiba Inu.
Shibu Inu. Oh, if you didn't get yours yet, like we didn't by accident.
We have it now.
Okay. This one, Avengers, is on sale. Marvel Avengers.
Oh,
Red-
okay. Cool.
Among
Among
Us.
Us.
No.
I've never
Ooh.
played Among Us.
Neither have I.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I don't
That's
have
kind
a
of cool.
reference to this.
One of my favorite videos ever is the one of the Among Us where everyone's name was like me, them, who.
Oh,
Have you
pronouns.
seen that? And then they're like arguing about which person killed who, and the person's like, me saw
Me.
them go into the room, and them killed who.
Yeah.
Me saw who.
That's funny.
Who's on first?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what it's like.
Oh,
Who's
this
on
was
first?
cute,
What's on second?
because it's a
Yeah, that'd be
swirl,
huge.
During the
labyrinth.
pandemic, though. I don't know about now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, I've seen my son play it, and I was like, wait,
Oh,
why come
really?
they're not in space anymore? They're on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lego announces Monkey Palace board game.
Monkey Palace. Oh,
Monkey Palace.
board game.
Great.
Oh,
like
I thought they were
online?
gonna bring back the old monkey mold.
Jointly.
This is a weird looking monkey.
Yeah, it's like a mad curious
Curious
George.
George.
He's
I was-
like
yeah.
mad.
I was like,
He's
what's
like
his name
mad,
again? Yeah.
mad Jeff or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Imagine.
Curious George and
Oh.
Mad Jeff.
Jeff.
Not
Angry-
available until
angry
October
Jeff.
3rd.
Lego Ideas Medieval Tournament.
Noise.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Something for
Ooh, I
Harold.
love some jousting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was so sad to hear like everyone leaving for medieval times, and then when
Oh.
they came back at Chicago, I was like, oh, you guys went to medieval times. I love medieval times. It was like my favorite thing. There was one time we visited our cousins in Chicago when
Yeah.
we were younger. We went to medieval times, and then we went to the mall and went to the Lego store, and it was like such a great day.
Oh, I can't wait
That's
to go back to
best.
medieval times.
There's
I
a
mean,
ghost here.
Always match.
Oh yeah,
I
the
love-
ghost.
I love Ghost of the
Classic.
Ramparts.
Yeah, that would be a really cool set.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also,
tent.
have you guys watched A Knight's Tale with
Yes.
Heath
Yes.
Ledger? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good
one of my favorites. One of my all-time favorite movies.
What was her name? The
Who?
main character, the girl. With
Oh,
black
Jocelyn.
hair. Jocelyn.
I love her. I love her so much. She wow. Gorgeous.
You're blushing.
She's gorgeous. Yeah. Probably. She is my crush forever. I feel like that actress was actually my first ever like celebrity crush. You know?
You could borrow the Valentine's Day Shiba Inu.
Yeah. But she wasn't really in anything else after
Oh,
that.
yeah, she
Nothing else
wasn't.
big,
See.
which is kind of a surprise because she's
She
an
didn't break
angel.
out.
So, but there are several. I mean, Heath Ledger obviously did really well. What's his face who
Yeah.
plays Vision? I'm forgetting his name.
Oh, she's
right
still
now.
active. She has some. Oh, yeah.
What are the other guys' names?
She's Filipino.
Yeah, she's like Filipino and something else.
Irish.
And Irish. Yeah,
Wait.
she's like me. I'm Filipino and
Yeah.
Irish.
Wow, you guys are like meant to be.
I know. What's her name? What's her name? Knight's Tale.
Shannon Susumon.
Sassaman. Yeah.
Sasamon. Saruman.
And then Paul Bettany,
Yeah.
who plays Vision, and then Alan Tudyk. He became really famous after that movie too, because he's like the voice of K2SO and
Oh
bunch of
yeah.
Disney characters. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Also, are Nick and Maria supposed to be?
I don't know why they're muted. So it's like the
muted.
last day for double insider points for the Lego shop. I totally forgot.
You guys
it
are
was-
muted. You're still muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
I think it's every time I hit
Paul
Yeah.
Brittany.
pool table and I go, yes.
Were you just commenting on my celebrity crush?
Yeah, the whole time. I thought like we were
Oh,
totally.
you
Shannon-
I was telling you that you guys were meant to find each other.
You missed
and,
all Maria's witty comments.
yeah. She's,
Oh, dang
she's
it.
old. I'm actually the same age as her.
She kept
so.
saying the names.
Sossaman.
Sossaman.
Shannon
Shannon.
Sossaman.
I'm gonna see if she has an Instagram here. She is literally so. Oh my gosh! I look at her face. I'm just like, my heart melts. No, she doesn't. She doesn't have an Instagram. That's too bad.
Yeah.
I might have to watch Night's Tale tonight. I love her
Again,
with my
yeah,
whole
yeah.
heart. Like, oh my gosh.
No. This is a lot. This is a. What else do we have to know about Rob?
Yeah.
Who are you? You are Shannon
we gotta go back.
crushing.
Yeah. Shannon Sosserman's future husband. That's who I am. That's how I'm gonna start introducing myself. Not ELPN, whatever. Hi, my name is Rob the Builder. I'm Shannon Sosserman's future husband. Who is Shannon? Don't worry about it.
I am Mr. Shannon Sosserman.
Yeah. I will take her name and have her babies.
Okay, back to Lego.
Do we have to? Come on, let's just talk. We keep talking about Shannon.
We'll go back after. I'm there with you.
Okay.
January 24th was the last day for the double insider points.
I'm like, what day is today even?
This was on
20th.
Wednesday. So I don't know if you guys took advantage.
I did. Well, that's why. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons that I went to the store.
Oh, so you also got double points
Oh,
too.
very good.
Yeah.
Did you delve into getting any of these lunar, festival
I
sets for
haven't.
2024?
No, I haven't gotten it.
Okay,
yet.
because
I
it'll
would
be
get that
50%. I
reunion
promise
figure.
you.
This is the one I might get.
This is
though.
pretty.
Yeah,
I
I
do
would
like
get two of these. That one looks awesome, and I think it would look incredible
I-
in the city.
The windows and
Yeah.
everything, the filigrees, but I feel like we don't have anywhere to put them. Nick's like, I'm gonna find places to put them.
I always find
That's
Lego
Oh, that-
space set
yeah, that
confirmed
ceiling.
for more themes.
Really, Lego.
So this is the same thing that Harold got, but his
Oh.
yours
Ooh, I
was
love. Look at that Dreams Planet.
Whoa.
Dream.
This should be a set.
What you talk
Yeah.
about? Dream.
Looks like ice cream.
Dream.
Anytime I see the
Duplo.
Dreams logo, I always
Logo.
just think of the Joe Coy. What you talk about? Dream. You're not dream. Dream. Just be a nurse. Your uncles are nurses.
nurse,
Your aunties are
aunties.
nurses. What you talk about? Dream.
Yeah.
Dream.
Dreams. Yeah. So this was at the London Toy Fair. Next is the Amazon sale. What's this?
Is this a puzzle?
It's another
oh,
book.
Lego
It's a
Space.
book.
Yeah,
From
book.
78 to 92.
Book. That's cool.
Okay.
Okay, next.
More space. Yeah.
More
Exploring
space?
Cosmos building contest for Insiders Reward set. That's a space. What's
Yeah,
going
lot of
on?
space.
I feel like there's something that's
here.
gonna launch later, right? That Bezos
Is
is
this
part of.
real?
Ooh, oh yeah.
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Lego
apparently.
Duplo Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
But we can make
Duplo.
this right now. I don't understand.
I don't know.
We have these pieces right
Oh, yeah,
now.
let's explore my
I'm
castle
gonna make.
right
I'm
now.
gonna
think-
Instagram
I
this.
think that's
Daddy
just
cake?
I think that's just to like tease it out. Like you know how like there are those
Okay.
pictures of
So,
characters where it's just their colors and you have
I
to guess
shouldn't
what the
make
character
it and
is.
Put it on my Instagram. Go look what I have previous to it being released.
I think they
Saying
did The
that.
Simpsons like this.
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Oh, they did do this and stuff like that.
That's so funny.
That's
I got this pre-release.
Look what I got.
Ta-da! Take that,
It's
Lego.
exclusive.
Who needs
All
to be
of
in
us.
the land?
We should all of us do it.
It's so
I got
great.
a brand new Peppa
Wait, scroll
Pig
down. It's
figure.
see there you got the real
Oh.
things
Yeah.
there.
Look
This
at those
looks like,
skirts. I'm intrigued by this.
Play-
Kind of looks like claymation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But the legs aren't Lego. Oh, this is Duplo.
Yeah, this is Duplo.
legs.
Are you gonna get them?
I don't know yet.
If I see it.
I feel like Hayden liked them for a little bit
Yeah,
there.
he doesn't like
we
it
made fun
anymore.
of him.
Oh, so this is the official images of the micro Ninjago.
Oh, yeah, this is like them trying to be like
you
Nick.
get it?
That's
Are you gonna make a
cool.
micro of the micro, Nick?
I
But,
know.
um,
Stole you.
They said it might not be the insider points. It might be
Oh.
an actual gift with purchase.
Okay.
Because in
Oh,
China,
wow.
it was you had to spend insider points.
But
Dang,
that's
yeah.
a lot
Dude,
gift with purchase.
It was like
makes it
6,500
$250.
insider points.
Oh,
Remember they were saying
yes.
like it would be $1,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
250?
250.
When
But
you
that's
hear
like
about
the
like
regular
in
price.
China, it was insider points. You think it always makes me think like, I wonder if there are Lego influencers in China. You know,
I'm sure. Oh my
That's
gosh.
gotta be, right?
Yes. Yes.
man,
Should look
I
them up.
follow like
Yeah.
beyond influencers. I follow a lot of builders from like international builders. Like there's one from
Yeah.
Malaysia that I follow. Like it's amazing.
Okay, cool.
One guy made the wave, like a very like the wave, like how we have it as a flat, painting. This guy made like a whole wave, like
3D.
I don't know,
like
like
3D.
the whole wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no other words. The whole wave.
Oh, so
Collect
see, they're already
more.
so they're already teasing them out.
And is this
Dang.
like once a year release or once a
250,
season or
250.
once a weekend? Because that'd be expensive.
Maybe once a season. This
we
is
have
for
to get
winter.
2.
Do we? The last one looks pretty big and expended.
Well, the last one is the market. See, you can see the.
Oh.
Yeah.
That set is awesome.
That one's 250.
Yeah. I can make this. Let's go take a look at the
I
pieces.
know. I
that we
think
need.
I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, we just got this.
Expecto Patrona.
Or
Oh, it's
I
on
just
sale?
opened. Yeah.
Expect.
I thought it was in Costco too. Didn't someone say it was in Costco? So
Oh,
It
I
wasn't
need
in
to
our
tell
Costco.
Christina look for Lego sets in Costco
$58.
tomorrow.
$58. Designing program, series for submissions, and going
They're
back.
saying like the dragons in there for like 20,
Oh,
30%.
really?
Is this a venomized? Oh yeah, it is venomized.
Oh, yeah.
Doc Ock.
The Venomized.
Whoa, that's cool.
I want Japanese
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Is that TNT that he's got in one of his hands there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. See, now that's cool.
That's explosive.
There's so many venomized characters this time around.
When is
It's
that
like
coming?
they're dropping hints.
$10,
about
so
something.
cheap.
Oh, running shoes. Running shoes.
Yeah.
Hokas.
I don't know Hoka. Oh yeah, Hokas. What do you run in? I'm curious.
I run in Sauconys
Oh,
and
Sauconys.
race day is Nikes.
Oh, really? You
Nikes.
change it up from training to running.
Yeah. My race day, I have like the expensive $250 Alpha Flies.
Like very light.
Very light, but like
Yeah.
also you can run like all of maybe 100 miles in them.
Yeah.
And so I really try and save them as much as possible.
Oh, very good.
Dang.
So yeah.
Lego Legend of
Legend
Zelda
of
Great
Zelda.
Deco
Ooh.
tree.
Deco tree.
Rumored for
Jesus.
2024
I mean,
release.
that's a very
I thought
nice
this was a mountain,
illustration.
but I guess it's a tree.
It's a
I thought it
face
was the tree of life
again.
from Animal
know.
Kingdom.
See, I thought it was like
I know.
I thought that was like an erupting.
Oh, I see what you mean, volcano.
volcano.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I could
Yeah,
see
go
that.
ahead.
Broccoli.
I-
Like, why is there broccoli here?
my thing that I would really love to see Lego do is the other 3 Disney World icon like sets. So they have like the Cinderella's castle, and then they kind of like took a left turn and they did like Little Mermaid castle and like
Yeah.
Agrabah castle palace thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like do the stuff from the actual park.
You talk about
Yeah.
the mini,
Yes.
the
Animal
mini
Kingdom.
castle.
Oh, and they also the other reason I said they also did the Haunted Mansion, and so I was thinking they were
Yeah.
going to do all of these
Rides or iconic
sets
stuff.
from
Yeah.
rides. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I saw that the Disneyland castle is rumored to come out this year, a small version of it.
Okay.
So that'll
We
be
should get
exciting.
the Epcot
I think
ball.
the Epcot would be hard to make. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to-
Epcot would be hard to make. Tower of Terror though, that one would be a cool one.
Yeah.
And the Tree of Life, that
The
would
Tree
be
of
a cool
Life
one
would be
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Tree Life would be cool.
I guess it would be hard
That'd be
with all
hard.
the
Maybe I
animals.
should make-
Yes. Oh my God, we
Yeah,
said.
I was
something.
just thinking of the leaves, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's my set. I got that one.
How many did you
Very
get, Mike?
nice. Very colorful.
Oh, just one. I just got one.
2024, and that was ready from
Oh, we
last
saw
week.
this already.
All
Oh,
right.
dang.
Oh,
Short
that's
news?
cool.
Yeah, I had friends who went to the Japan Disney World last year.
Oh yeah.
And they said that the Peter Pan ride, which I always find in Disney World like a 90-minute wait,
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes. Nobody
Oh.
lines up at the Peter Pan.
No
I'm
one
like,
likes
what?
Peter Pan
Like,
in Japan.
It's so interesting, right? Like the cultural shift.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
they're like, yep, nobody was lined up for that. And I can't remember which one was like the long line. But they're like, yep, 5 minutes. We did it like 3 times. We were sick of it.
I've
Because
heard-
in Disney World, you would like pass out in the heat. You're just like 90 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
what, you know? And
Yeah.
it is an iconic ride, but like, okay, let's do it, guys. I'm tired. Let's just stay in line.
Yeah. That's crazy. I've heard like the in Japan the all of the Pixar movies are really
Okay.
popular, but yeah, a lot of like the Disney movies that came out before Pixar aren't all that popular,
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy to me.
Yeah. And this is the thing, it's like there's so many movies. Like we haven't watched Wish yet. Like the
No.
Oh, I
last
haven't watched that
movies.
Oh,
either.
me neither.
Yeah.
And I feel like
You're
once
out.
upon a time I was always on, like, like
We'll wait for
on
Disney
like
Plus.
the movies and
Yeah.
like really. But part of it too is when they close all of our Disney stores here, I don't know. Like, there's just no appeal. Like, not that there's no appeal, but like, I can't go to a store to just buy toys anymore. Okay, Maria, you're 45. Why are you buying toys? Because I love toys. So when we had gone to, Florida, we went to a
I feel like
Target,
you're attacking
and
me.
all the toys thing there was like, oh my god, look at all the Disney stuff here. Anyhow,
Yeah,
that's all.
true.
So sad.
I know.
Rob, what are you up to this weekend?
This weekend it's Nathan's birthday, one half of the Brick Belayers.
Oh, cool.
So they're going rock climbing tomorrow morning. They have like this
Okay.
gym where they go rock climbing.
Hmm.
I said I'm gonna pass on that because I've been
My
waking up
legs are
early
still- your legs
every
are still
morning. Well,
painful.
yeah, I was so sore after a 3-mile run. I was like, but I'm looking forward to just sleeping in tomorrow, and
nice.
waking up at 1 p.m.
too.
But then they've got. I think we're gonna go out tomorrow night, and then Sunday we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with Hollow time.
Yeah.
But Sunday is game day for the Lions, so very excited for
Who are they playing?
that game. They are playing the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a good one. Are you a 49ers fan? Oh, I didn't even know. I'm really excited, honestly, to watch the Ravens Chiefs game. I think that one's going to be a really, really good game. So, but yeah, that's what I've got going on for the rest of the week, and then probably into the next week doing some Twitch streams and stuff. And we've got Danny Bob as our guest for Three Figs One Set
cool.
next week.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so I'm excited for that. She's awesome.
What about you, Harold? What are you up to this weekend?
Well, I need to start prepping up for RVA Brick Day. I have a pretty long week ahead of me, so it should be fun.
And it's just like
but
this
yeah,
weekend,
tomorrow I'm
like
just gonna
Saturday,
relax.
Sunday.
Oh, second? It's just
It was just,
one day. It's a Saturday.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's
So
good.
I'll be heavily caffeinated.
What are we doing?
Hayden has his basketball tomorrow.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Mason's on his
Basketball.
first.
Oh,
Mason's
yeah.
on his first exam week for
grade 9.
For grade 9,
Oh,
so he's experiencing exams for the first time.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
interesting.
Sure.
He's like,
My-
I think I should have studied more.
Yeah, when we're here, they're like, well,
My
it's grade 9. Does it count?
My first exams in grade 9, like we went on Christmas break, and similar
Yeah.
to him, it sounds that they were afterwards.
Yes.
And we went to the Philippines for that
Yeah.
Christmas
Oh,
break
boy.
for the full 2 weeks. So I was like, we were in Boracay, and everyone went to the beach, and I stayed in the
I gotta
room
study.
and
Oh, you're
studied.
studying.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're diligent.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Yeah.
like part of the final exam. You have the written part, but he also has like a project to do in conjunction.
Oh, that's nice. Okay,
And
cool.
so before we left for Florida, he was working on some of them, but I'm like, when is this due? He's like, oh, like 2 days after we come back. I'm like, is it complete? He's like, no, it's almost like the thing with Mason is he's very bright, but he's very relaxed about stuff.
Yeah, very
Things that I'd be
casual.
like, I would, before leaving on a trip, if I could do it,
Be
it's
totally
finished.
done, and yeah,
Finished.
you're not
Like
worried
I don't
about
even
it.
want to think about it because I have exams to think about. But
Yeah,
he's like, no,
yeah.
I got this, and it is effortless for him though, which makes me a little bit like proud of him, but also like, oh, okay, you're okay. Like I don't see this kid study to the extent that
Yeah.
I studied, and he
Yeah.
brings home stellar marks. I'm like,
I know. That's
So, in any
my
case-
older brother. My older brother is the smartest out of the three of us by far. And
Oh.
he pulls these like facts about like the Beatles, like he loves the Beatles and he loves Disney. And
Yeah.
so like as we're walking around Disney, he's just like spitting out facts. And I'm like, dude, if I could retain the amount of knowledge
Yeah.
that you can retain, like I would be a multimillionaire by this point. Like it's so
Rent
frustrating.
out
me
your
sometimes.
entrepreneurially, you can rent out your brother. You
To
be
what,
the
do
millionaire,
tours?
Rob.
Do tours or something?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Fun fact.
Rob, before we head out, what would you like to plug?
Hollow Time coming back. Well, I'll plug ELPN, the ELPN
Yeah.
channel as a whole.
Hi, I'm Rob. ELPN.
Lots. Yeah. Hi, I'm Rob, ELPN co-founder. But yeah, there's a bunch of awesome stuff already on there, so definitely check it out if you haven't yet. And there will be future awesome stuff coming out within the next week and month and year and so on and so forth. And then I'll also say Rob the Builder on all social media and Twitch. That's the thing that I'll be focusing on this next
Okay.
week.
Twitch. Is
doing
it
some
Rob?
streams.
It's Rob the Builder.
It's _ Rob the Builder on Twitch, but everything else it's
As
that.
it is.
right there. There.
Yeah, because I was looking, I think on one of the other platforms, I can't remember, there's already a Rob the Builder. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's why you use it.
Yeah. And there's actually, I think, another Rob the Builder Lego guy. There was a point
Oh.
where there were several people messaging me and like, did you know there's another Rob the Builder? Da, 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 da. And I was like, cool. That's great.
We shall
Often-
share this. Yeah.
Often, what's the phrase? Often copied, never duplicated, or something like
Yes.
that. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Nice.
Very good.
We're going to start saying our goodbyes.
So long, farewell,
Right? We're like raised on Sound of Music. This is why I have half the number of kids they have. But thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with us on this episode, Friday night again, especially to those who joined our chat, like Allison Bell, Shy Time, Oaktown Bricks, Danny Fandoms, and Brick Hive.
Yes.
Until next week again, and thanks so much for hanging out with us, Rob the Builder.
Yes. And we're going to redirect, or AKA raid, over to Real Whole Egg. So
Real
Neo
Whole
Hosco
Egg.
is streaming right now.
Yeah.
So when we
Cool.
say our goodbyes, you guys will be redirected there.
Because we just found out how to do that.
Yeah, we found out how to do that.
That's sweet. I didn't even know that was a thing. So,
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're rating
Until
today.
next time. Merry Christmas and bye.